Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news. It's very outside of the box.
Hail day.
I love Friday.
Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares.
Shatteredcast.
A to B.
Shatteredcast Uncut? Is that you? Shatteredcast Uncut?
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shatteredcast Uncut.
Like complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and shut the fuck up, Chip.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 188 of Shatteredcast Uncut. Everyone's here but Rob, because he got abducted by pirates, actually, on vacation, so he couldn't make it. I always forget, do we have to do anything with the intro? I don't think we do. So I guess we can jump into, what did everybody get? Justin?
Nothing.
You didn't get anything?
Not a damn thing.
Not any KO MP10s or anything?
No.
Legos?
Why, someone sending me a KO MP10?
Well, I don't know, you're known
That's
for being
your
a
thing,
traitor.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Treasonist.
I have nothing.
No
Not this
Ghostbusters,
week.
or-
Nope.
Damn.
Well, damn. Well, Matt, did you get anything this week?
Yeah, I got one thing. I got the Iron Factory Skywarp, and I finished off Ghost Starscream. And I'm happy. I'm excited.
Did you break yours?
I did not. I transformed him once for the review, and I transformed him back, and that will be the last time.
Nice.
So, and I got the rest of the I got some more Sunstorm parts, and I'm waiting for DX9's Ghost Starscream too. So, and that's it.
Bobby, how are the chicken tacos?
These chicken tacos are fucking delish. But I don't trust them though because they wear a mask.
That mask's stupid.
Well, I heard they got caught in a die-cast smelting accident, and that's what happened.
Can't trust people in masks, man.
You can't do it.
Wow.
I got a fuck ton of shit. I got Open Play Big Spring.
Did you buy it? Did you buy that, or somebody sent it to you?
They sent it to me.
Oh, they did.
Mm.
Well, whose name was on that return to address label?
Hey, I got what else did I get? Make Toys, Galaxy Meteor.
Mm-hmm.
I got
God, that was so good.
Unique Toys, Gazranka, and Unique Toys, Archimond.
Okay, what's the actual name?
Swirl.
Okay, thank you.
I got the KFC.
Did you say swirl?
I think so.
Swindle.
Yeah. He says swirl.
I got the KFC Snapdragon. I got the SH Figuarts Spider-Man. And then I had the opportunity to take a look at the Spark Toys Spartacus, the Takara Masterpiece Optimus, Movie Optimus. And then I myself also got Marvel Legends A-Force box set. And then, thanks to Robert D., I got the NECA 1/4 scale Burt Ward Robin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you get that off of HTS, the box set? That work out for you?
I actually ordered it from Toys R Us during San Diego, and it was a long story. They kept delaying it, saying your item might not come in stock, but I guess when everybody got their shipments or whatever, they shipped it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it all worked out.
How's that, Robin? When's that video going up?
I don't know. Whenever I fucking get around. The video's done. I just it's like not really a hot topic, so to speak. Well, at least not all of them. They spent a lot of time sculpting that junk. I can tell you that.
Well, if there's one thing Burt Ward Robin's known for.
Right. I told Robert it's now his responsibility to get me the Batman, because fuck that.
You know he will, and he'll get you every other one.
And call it quits right there, I think.
Oh.
Is that it?
Uh-huh.
Hey, Greg, what you
Hey,
get?
Matt. Matt, I am glad you asked. I got a couple of items. I got Open and Play Big Spring. I got Zeta Toys Takeoff. He's gonna make a fine arm. That's about it. And I got Unique Toys Grazronka and whatever his Archibald, whatever fucking Thor Ragnarok combiner.
How are they?
Set. They're fine, I guess. I don't know. I think Bobby mentioned in the chat the tolerances are shit in some places, and they are. They're all right. The color on Swindle's off. Like, he looks okay. I mean, I guess he's fine to be a Swindle, but the color's off. It's that same khaki color that War Patron was. They kind of
want to chew on their legs, so to speak.
Yeah, the fucking thighs are rubberized. Like, what the fuck? That's so weird.
How are they in combine mode? Like, I know you can't combine them, but have you made them in combine mode?
Well, funny story, and Bobby can attest to this. I got Swindle. I don't Brawl's downstairs. Says there a little bit more. You hear this? You hear that ratchet?
Mm-hmm.
You hear that crunchy?
Sound like it's skipping a beat.
No, it's just me. It's that weird. So, well, that ratchet is the knee ratchet, and it's a little harder than I think it needs to be because there's no die cast in them. But meanwhile, combined mode ankles are friction joints, loose ones at that. So I don't know what the thought process there was to put a ratchet in a knee that didn't really need it, and then not put one in the foot. And then there's a ratchet in the shoulder, and I can count at least 1, 2, 3, probably 6 teeth total, and you get one click. Like, it goes all the way up, out 90 degrees.
Yeah,
so you can only get one click.
It's inconsistent. Like, sometimes I'll get 1 click, sometimes I'll get 3.
Yeah, I don't know.
So if you had to stop one and finish the other one, which one would you from right now? Or which one do you finish?
I don't know, man, because the Zeta bot mode is terrible.
Well, I know, but nobody's gonna leave that shit in bot mode most of the time unless you're Bobby and have to buy 3 or 4 of them. But
Well, that's the thing, and I think I was talking about. I don't know if it was in the chat or if it was in a message to Bobby, but I think it was in a message. But the Combaticons are like that one set where I feel like they had, at least most of them had enough personality outside of just being a combiner that I kind of want to have a bot mode and a combined mode. And the toy, the unique toys, they're relatively accurate. I mean, they did add some stuff, like there's some details, extra details, but they are relatively accurate to the show. So if I stop a set, it'll be the unique toys, because the only 2 I really wanted was Brawl and Swindle, and then maybe Onslaught. But I definitely would I'd do Zeta for combined mode over the 2, because it's just solid. It's just really chunky and heavy, and it's got a really good design so far in ARM mode, and it looks like the other one has this similar articulation.
Well, it's only $60 too, so it's not too much. You're not putting a lot of money into this one.
Yeah, I mean, you get, like, with a combiner, like a third-party combiner, you usually get, like, an elbow bend and, like, a wrist swivel and that shit. But, like, with this, you get a bicep swivel, and you get, like, a forearm swivel, and, like, you get, like, you get a good range of articulation. Like, you get the same you're going to probably get the same articulation, at least out of the arms of this combiner, as you would want out of any regular standalone figure arms. So, I mean, that's good. That's commendable. But yeah, that's all I got. I'm still waiting on my Spider-Man. I had to postpone him for about a week, but I just sent in the request today to ship him. So
you ain't got that homecoming money?
Well, I actually had an opportunity to get him cheaper, like $13 cheaper, and I thought about it, but Ami doesn't want you to cancel, and I've got too much shit lined up with them. They're kind of my go-to for Masterpiece now, so I didn't want to piss them off and have them close my account, so I just went on and ordered them and paid for it.
$13 cheaper? That sounds like a knockoff.
No, it's just a guy.
Just kidding.
It's just a guy. I'd be paying retail and shipping for him from a guy in California versus retail and shipping for EMS from China.
I gotta start shit with people because Robert D's not here, so I gotta take his place. So I'm just kind of. Ooh.
I mean, we could just have a nice normal episode like we used to have.
No.
But
do that shit, man. We need the views, man. People like that shit.
Yeah, I know. That's disheartening, to say the least. So I guess let's do some show. Matt, the last night Blu-ray release.
Can't wait.
If you have any people you want to torture.
I want people to come over and watch it with me and enjoy it.
Yeah, that's basically waterboarding. But anyway, so that's coming out. Digital and Blu-ray.
Around my birthday too.
Didn't stay in theaters very long.
It didn't. No, it did not.
It lasted about 3 weeks here, and that third week it was in one little tiny room in the back corner.
They're not even banking on it making Christmas sales. They're just like, all right, just whatever. Release in September.
I can get my copy.
Most summer movies.
Birthday presents.
Most summer movies wait for later than that.
They're like, hey Jim, how does the back to school sales do? We need to get this fucking thing out.
The kids are at college. They're bored now. We could probably cash in on them.
They're stoned. They're not gonna get up for 2 hours anyway.
Yeah, I still have my my version available to watch, and haven't watched it. I bet this comes out before I actually watch it. So, just my guess.
Oh, Mr. Busy Man.
It's not Mr. Busy, Mr. I don't have time for this. I have other time for other things.
Busy Man, Justin. They
call him
Mr. Busy Man. They call him Mr. Busy.
While we're on the topic, I do want to point out that that last week, where I was, I guess it was last week. Everybody here is going on and on because I went on vacation the week before. They're like, he's quitting the show. Like, what? Where you get
I put that out, man.
We read it on TFW, man. So
we actually,
I put that out.
My wife and I were wondering, did you guys have a discussion the previous week? Like, what do we do when Justin leaves?
We did.
Panic.
We were brainstorming. Just so you know. But I bet if this Transformer had apes in it, Bobby would get it.
I mean, I'm gonna probably get it either way.
And that concept art, it looks like it could have had apes in it.
I know, a big oversight in my opinion, because that's the best looking thing I've ever seen from them.
Apes together, family.
Go see that shit again on Sunday.
Are you really?
Yeah, my wife wants to see it, and we got a babysitter, so we're gonna take advantage of that.
All right. Or in the back seat.
Or in the back seat.
Moving on to some third-party news. Following in the footsteps of the great leaders before him, PC-20 Black Ginrai. It's another black repaint of an Optimus mold. To go with that STCC exclusive skateboarding. Which I kind of regret not getting, because after it sold out, I noticed that its base mode, quote-unquote, was a skate park.
Yeah, that looks pretty neat. Didn't it come with a skateboard?
Yeah, it comes with, it's like a hoverboard like Daniel had.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In the
Daniel!
movie.
If you want to ride in style, ride on me.
What? Relax.
R-rated version, sorry.
I know I mentioned it before, but there were some GIFs that someone made, and they doctored it. A couple of scenes from the movie, they were going around about 6 months ago, and that was one of the scenes where he throws them up in the air, and then he fucking bounces off the back and goes flying off into the rocks.
Whoops. This looks, looks good. I mean, that's cool. I wish I would have got the exclusive too. I should have picked it up, but I didn't. But
how much is this little Optimus Prime?
$200.
The little one, I don't know. The exclusive was like $89, I think. So
20,000.
No, I think that leader exclusive is only like $54.99 on Hasbro Toy Shop. That's why I considered it.
It was $89 on like other websites and stuff, like $89.
Oh well, yeah, like Big Bad Toy Store.
Or something.
Yeah, that's that markup money.
Yeah, that little one's probably. Yeah, you probably look at 50, probably maybe.
I'll tell you. Hold on. Was it PC-19?
PC-20. Yeah, the both. I mean, the 19, I think, is the red one. I think.
Nope, that's the Perfect Combiner upgrade set.
I don't know. He's probably about 45.
Don't know what the fuck that shit is. Hold on.
What's with the pink head?
Big Bad Toy Store's new.
That's all that is that they're showing that your Titan Master can fit underneath it.
Okay, yeah. Oh.
$60 is how much the other ones are.
That's not terrible, I guess.
And the other one. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool looking figure. If I collected that scale,
yeah,
I would buy it just to have a
yeah, he is tiny. He is really tiny. Little guy is. I don't know. I'm sure Brian Brink will get it. The Brinkalizer.
I feel like this looks, to be honest, like this mold looks better to me than the Make Toys version of this mold.
I agree.
Yeah, I watched some reviews on that, and I'm entirely unimpressed with that. Oh well.
Justin, are you someone that gets primes? Are you someone that I know you get Jazz a lot, but do you if there's a prime, do you usually get it?
It depends. I mean, I can be swayed to pick up a prime if I think it's interesting.
Is there a knockoff of it? Probably. I'll probably pick that one up. But,
it's a knockoff. I'll get it. Well, I wish I would have got this damn skate park thing.
I mean, I would have sold it in a week, but it's still a neat concept.
I could have bought it from you then. Damn.
I know. Circle of Life.
10% knockoff. All right.
Oh man, Matt, you know it'd be some great fucking news.
Fucking Beast Wars.
If Perfect Effect put out a Transmetal 2 Megatron.
I do want to get this. I want to get Garira, but I want to get this guy too.
If this thing is cool. Oh, by the way, they are putting one out. Everybody's listening. If they teased it, if this thing's cool, I might pick this up and rebuy Guerrera just to have him on display because I've always loved this design.
Yeah,
I just love this concept of Megatron turning into a giant fuck you dragon.
He's gonna be a big fuck you dragon too, probably.
Another penny saved.
Yep.
Oh, whatever.
I mean, I'm sure it'd be beautiful. You know, I don't know if I've ever looked at a bad Perfect Effect product.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine.
They need to put out more stuff.
Yeah, I think I've looked at a bad Perfect Effect product, but that Leonidas.
I don't think it's bad.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of more fragile than he is bad. You can't really transform it back and forth.
People on the board are complaining about it.
The guy got it, and his came broken, and Big Bad Toy Store is yeah, that's kind of the thing across the board with this toy. We can replace it or refund you, but yeah, it kind of breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember how they worded it, but it was that Big Bad Toy Store legal speak.
I saw
it. They're like, this seems to be pretty consistent with all versions of this mold.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I mean, I get the fragility of it, but it's still I mean, I handled one and I didn't have any sort of issue in terms of breakage, and it's definitely fragile. It's definitely not to be mucked about with, of course, but you know, I can't say that it's bad. In the great scheme of things being either good or bad, it would have to go in the good column for me.
Luck and fragility.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I think that the thing about it is unlike a lot of toys, especially of the time it was released in, it's painted so well, you know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it stands on a shelf as a display piece more than it's something that you mess around with at all.
I just think there's some oversights with design, with that tail, those tiny, fragile, thin little ball joints, then they're to transform it, wrap it in a tight coil.
Yeah. I mean, I don't necessarily know if it's an oversight or it was just too much ambition, you know. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a pretty bitch, you know. It's I don't know.
It's a pretty bitch.
Yeah, it looks cool. It just reminds me of a Soul Jacokin figure, where.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I don't get the first thing when this guy says, "Floor Gray Steve." Does this mean we're getting a Tiger Hut figure down the line? I don't understand that shit.
That's how these boards are, man. They're
there's a Megatron. They're well, does that mean Tiger Hawk's coming? Tiger has nothing to do with this guy at all.
They're we're putting out a movie masterpiece Bumblebee, and they're oh, are we getting the fucking toaster?
Exactly. What? It has nothing to do with fucking. All right, whatever. Shout out to that guy. Yeah, whatever.
All right. Speaking of shout outs, Giga Power. Has a test shot of Graviter, which is their stomp.
Looks good.
Or no, his name's not Stomp. What's his name? Sludge. Yeah. That
Speaking
Stomp
of which,
just sounds more.
I did get my second Stomp this past weekend. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, are you doubling up?
Yeah, I got the Takara Grimlock in Dinosaur mode, and then the rest of the Fans Toys releases in Dinosaur mode, and then I had the Fans Toys Grimlock in Robot mode, an extra Sever, and an extra Soar via Chevy 4x4, and then I got an extra Stomp at NJCC. So now I'm just waiting for that Perfect Fusion Slag, and I'm done.
You mean a truck place sells Transformers?
What's that?
The 4x4, the Chevy 4x4. They're selling.
Yeah. They sell Transformers just on the side though, you know.
Oh, I need to go check my Chevy place out. Go to the boards, man. Chevy selling Transformers now.
I'll tell you though, people are fucking shanking each other with toothbrushes to get a Soar, and Bobby's got two.
Yep.
In his big house.
With my mask on.
Big house.
Sitting there in my big house with my mask and my fucking army of Soars.
All those,
so to speak.
all that expensive plastic.
Laughing at everybody because you got a mask on.
I'm like, ha, fooling you guys. I wouldn't trust me if I were you.
Dude, take a picture with them two swords and put them on the boards, man. You're gonna get some hate mail.
Yeah.
Did you differentiate them, or are they both blue?
They're both blue.
Oh
my god!
Racist.
My baby just came into my room and she's
Farted?
covered in chocolates. Does she have an Oreo cookie? What a mess!
They did it. They covered it in Oreo cookies.
Would you mind closing the door on the way out?
Yeah.
Let Selena do it.
Oh, let's fight it. Let's fight for the door.
Everybody.
Throw an X in the middle. Let's go.
That's a nice thing about having girls, man. They all want to do daddy a favor.
Yeah, next time they come in that
So
room,
they're
they're
teenagers.
one of them's gonna have a knife.
That's the most creepiest way I've ever heard it put. So,
So to speak.
Oh, this is a big creepy town.
Well, I almost said they all want to please daddy, but then I was like, that's way worse.
That's worse.
Yeah. That's a different show, man. Come on now.
Relax.
All right.
So I don't think this test shot is. I don't even know if it's fully put together because there was another link. I thought I put it there too of pictures of it being assembled. Yeah, but like it's definitely not transformed.
Didn't they show the Dino mode too?
Yeah, there was a picture of the Dino mode and I couldn't find it. It was a render. I think we covered. Didn't we talk about that last week?
Yeah, I mean we've we've seen the render before, like before.
It was like no, it wasn't a render. I misspoke. It was like a black plastic test shot.
Oh yes, we did.
And it looks just like the fucking toy.
Yes.
Did they have they done this fire effect on the sword for the previous releases, or is this new?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I had never paid attention.
Or Sludge came with one.
It's like a gummy type of plastic.
Does it split in half and go around the sword? Okay.
And clips on like a.
Well, that's cool. That's a neat accessory to add on to.
I like how it goes on the feet too. I think that's cool. I mean, so it's a little strange for the feet.
Like skating on fire?
Yeah, skating on fire, or like it's like the opposite of Sub-Zero's floor slide.
Oh.
What Grasser should have come with? He came with those. He should have come with a little fire bathrobe to wear too,
and
to go with those little slippers. No, that's that's Gutter. No, Gutter was the first one. Yeah, Gutter's the one with the feet.
I think they should all come with fire. Whatever the fire cloak or something.
All right, Harry Potter, calm down.
Another. Okay. Are you still in for these?
I'm not. I just got tired.
Tired.
Yeah. Well, because I checked out. Funny enough, the one that I was like, "This is pointless," was the Grimlock, and I got one and checked it out, and I ended up liking it enough. I just was like, "Fuck it," and I got. I just went and got the last two I needed. Actually, I got the last one I needed. Fans Toys. I'm waiting on the Perfect Fusion, but that shit's not really. The bus isn't really moving.
Yeah. Hey, is Soar hard to get? Because you were talking about Bobby getting two. Is Soar hard to get now or something?
I've heard that.
The blue one is, yeah. I got mine off eBay for
I got the red one.
The red one, and the other thing about the red one that is really dumb is that it has different colored chrome for the knees, doesn't it?
My red one's dumb.
Oh, it's got red chrome for the knees, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not saying it's dumb like that. I'm just saying like the fact that someone I was talking to had the red one because they preferred the look, and they asked Fans Toys if they would be releasing, like the die cast for the red one, and they said no. And that surprised me a lot. Like here's this piece that's structurally weak on your toy, and you don't even give a crap about it for people who, chose the other way.
Bobby makes one in my collection. Justin makes one in my collection. God damn.
Those red ones were selling for like $100 though. Like those were on super clearance. I don't think
that answer is funny. Hey, I was wondering. I was curious. Would you mind? Like you set the question up with a whole lot of like lightness and this, like, and then no.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what they said. So,
And a spray bottle too. They spray it. No.
They should.
No.
Or they spray you with squeak juice.
But it's fans toys, so it's like high lead content water.
So like, man, I'm trying to do a video. I got this guy. He has like a lead paint tester, and I've been trying to do this video to like have him come over and test all these figures and just see if any of them pop up.
What if they do? What are you gonna get rid of them? Try them.
No, it's not like I'm eating them.
God, X-Trans spots. I just feel like they have to fail that one. I just feel like it's gonna fail.
They're like, joke's on you. There is no paint.
Yeah.
Got him.
Yeah, Bobby only eats his unique toys.
I know I only eat unique toys, if you know what I'm saying.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirty
All right.
man. Dirty old man.
Oh, so moving on.
I'm excited for this.
X-Transbox Klatuu.
This guy's a beast. He's huge.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger than I thought he was, and I like that paint. Like I'm assuming that's paint. It's got to be paint, right? That metallic green.
It might be like one of those.
The legs are painted yellow. The bottom, below the knee, that looks like painted.
That's die-cast, yeah.
Oh, is it die-cast? Okay.
Yeah, it's painted die-cast.
I think the darker green might be paint, and the lighter green might be plastic.
Ben put up a video like 10 minutes before we started recording, and in his lights, it looked like it was paint. It just didn't look like plastic to me. It was too metallic. But yeah, but I mean, it could just be a trick of the light.
So does it or does it not come with the cows? Because they keep showing like more cows.
It doesn't. No, Keith actually posted on I think on TFW. I don't think it was Facebook. I think it was TFW. Oh yeah, it was TFW, and someone screenshot it on Facebook. He put a link to where to get the cows. They're on Taobao. They're like, they're probably 16 cents a piece.
I love the tentacle things. That's pretty. I'm excited to get this. I can't wait for this guy.
Well, I didn't realize the fucking flight stand. If you take the cup part off and you just put the regular arm, it's a crop circle. Like,
I saw that.
Yeah, how can you not like that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And it doesn't have the hands. It's got like regular like 10 fingers. Like I don't know. I don't know.
It's just what I mean. With X-Transbox, it's just the quality, right? I mean,
I will say this is a little off base color wise, more so than I would expect. Like the green is a little heavy handed in terms of shade. Like it's like a darker, like almost army green, which is it's just bizarre to me. It's like just because they're usually so anal about animation accuracy.
Right. I wish they would have painted more of the chest just blue and white. I wish they would have put like some red or something in there too. But I mean that's just a little nitpick thing. I like the yellow too. I mean I like it better than what the Toy World had, the gold or whatever that thing is.
Hey, Justin, sorry Matt, I just noticed that if you click the picture with the cows, the very first comment is a screenshot that tells you where to get the cows.
Cool.
If you want them.
Very good.
That's a cool feature. That's just awesome. I mean that's just. I like that in the tentacles and the spray can. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like how the spray can says XXX.
Yeah.
So he's just spraying some fucking porn. Spraying some porn everywhere.
Porn here.
I'm surprised it didn't do XTB, you know? Like.
Yeah, they should have.
XXX did stand for poison. Before it stood for smut.
What if it was SXS?
Oh man, that didn't kill it. SXX never killed anybody.
Do you just get one tentacle, or you get a couple? Is it? I think you only get one.
Yeah, you only get one.
Man, it'd be cool if they had a couple.
I know. I want to get my Bumblebee Space 8s too.
Yes. Look at that Pac-Man on the back of his back. That's awesome.
I might pick this up if it's decent looking. It's not. I don't even know how much it costs.
I got the clear Toy World one, but I skipped it. I want to get this guy. I think he's gonna be until the masterpiece comes out. But
This is the one I've been kind of waiting on, so hopefully it's good.
Yeah, man, the sea spray. I'm gonna get the sea spray too. I think for them, but that's another story
for another time.
Yes, I like this. It's good. Good job, X Transport. As long as it doesn't suck.
Yeah, speaking of another story for another time, we got official images of the Masterpiece Targetmaster Hot Rod. These came in like right after the show last week, so
yeah.
So it is just the regular mold, painted in rebirth colors with the old Rodimus Targetmaster, now with less paint. So I kind of like the color scheme on the figure a little better, just because like you saw him more in rebirth honestly than you did anything else. But
the darker,
I don't know.
It's like a maroon kind of.
Yeah, I kind of like the colors, but I don't think I'll be swapping out. I don't know.
I'll probably pick it up. It'll probably be about unless they jump it up to like 120, 130. I don't know.
It's 89 at US retail.
89?
So
okay.
Probably 65. Yeah, it's probably 65 overseas if you want to go that route.
I'll get it again, probably. I like the mold. I know a lot of people don't with the hit skirt. They don't like the skirt and all that stuff and the chest and whatever. He looked a little skinny on this one. Skinnier, but I like it.
So, nothing to really talk about. Anybody got any strong feelings one way or the other?
No, I mean, I get it. One purchase there was more than enough. I got mine.
Wish I could get the Targetmaster somewhere.
That might be hard to get.
I'll just wait. Someone will knock it off or something. So, just like they did Rat
God.
Pack.
Like the Target Masters I usually use in robot mode anyway, you know, and like because they ended up just looking stupid, like because they're so big.
Yeah.
Like you know, so like,
against the norm, Bobby, don't you? Just transform money.
Don't hold me to it, but I might have a Hasbro one somewhere because I feel like I held on to it for Carrie and then it didn't work with Carrie, so I just threw it in a box.
Damn.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry. My dogs are stupid.
Did you step on it?
No, I think my wife's home. Sorry.
God damn.
It's a...
Why does Gator sound like a fucking poodle?
Well, that was Fifi.
Oh, there's Gator right here. That's my strong stud boy. gonna make me some Chihuahua pugs one of these days.
Pugs.
Chugs.
They're fucking cute. I googled them the other day. Whenever we were talking about it on the show, whenever I was fucking with Matt, man, those things are fucking cute. Anyway,
I saw a lady one time. I was in this neighborhood, and this woman came out. The type of white woman that would tell you that she's part Native American, and it's probably going to be Cherokee or Apache or some other warrior tribe, but you don't really see any hints of it. And she was wearing this.
What?
She was wearing this T-shirt that had all these like wolves on it, and then it had like this one big wolf head in the background, like howling at the moon. And I was like, "That's a sweet T-shirt." And she was like, "Thanks." And I was like, "I have one just like it." She's like, "Do you really?" And I said, "Yeah." Except they're all pugs, just pugs everywhere, and one pug howling at the moon. I was with a buddy of mine. My man made a beeline, just walked away, just immediately like zoop.
This is not gonna be a good convo. You call them pug cheese or something.
It was funny.
So two things. I posted a picture of one in the chat, and Justin, actually I put it in the wrong chat. It's in the scheduled chat. And Justin, you were actually accurate. They are called chugs.
Very nice.
Dude, that looks awesome. He looks like he's ready for business.
Chilling. He's ready for vacation. He's ready for another fucking drink. Anyway. So, speaking of ready for another drink, got some Takara Titans Returns figures coming up. There's two sets of images. They released some images last week, and then they followed up this week with different images, but I don't know. I put them both in there.
Is that a quick question for the Hasbro fans on the panel? Is that purple on Blitzwing? Is that the same purple that's on the Hasbro one?
Nope. Because
this looks like a matte purple. It looks better. Like, it looks cool to me. Like the shade of purple.
Yeah, this is a different deco. It makes it almost look fucking decent, doesn't it?
Almost. Tell you, look at the arms.
And then there's the clones, which are the anime color, and then Overlord. Rocking some.
Why are the clones pink? I don't.
They're anime color.
Overlord's got some wild faces.
Yeah, I don't understand.
He's got one face looks like he's trying to get a fart out, and then the next face is like lady face.
I don't understand that face.
God bless their souls.
I don't know what the reference there is. I don't understand.
Which one's he trying to fart? The small?
The first one, Overlord 02. I heard Realm of Collectors talking about it, and like I think it was Realm of Collectors anyway, and they were talking about how one of the chest bots is like a female, so it's supposed to be like the female face for him.
Yeah.
But that face is wild as fuck.
Looks like they just hello ladies, or I'm looking at kids the wrong way.
That first one looks like
the second one.
Oh, the second one. Yeah, the second one. Like, look at them lips.
He's fixing to go to town.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
First one, yeah, he's confused. He's had constipation for about 2 weeks, and he don't know if he can muster up the strength to poop it out.
He's got one of those scary farts on deck.
Like, he's got one of them breaking news farts.
One of those do I risk this?
Like, I'm in a crowd of people.
Like, am I gonna shit myself in front of everybody?
It's a possibility. Oh, look at the paint on the Titanmasters and them big old screw holes. I would get this, but he's $90, and I don't know if I want to spend. I'll just spend $50 on the Hasbro one. I'd be fine.
I would get this too, but it looks fucking dumb.
You look fucking dumb.
I'm just kidding. It looks fine.
I like this Blitzwing. The Blitzwing looks good.
Hey, Bobby.
Yeah,
you want to see something dumb?
Always.
Takara told me Mall's going to reissue Metroplex.
Oh, somebody actually shout out to my buddy Anthony. He he was like, man, I'm gonna buy a couple pieces to like celebrate my Transformers fandom, and he bought an MP10. Now he's like balls deep. He's like hitting me up all the time with text. He's like, what about this one, man? What do you think about this one? Like, I'm thinking about, and like he's brand new to it, so like. He doesn't really have the swing of it yet, so he's like, I'm thinking about getting this one for my Starscream. I'm like, that's cool, and that's a good Starscream, but that's a Legends class, so it's gonna be really slow. He's like, it looks just like the G1. I'm like, I know that it was the DX9 one. I'm like, I know, I get it, and by all means, they're fine. Just know, next to your MP10, they're gonna look very silly. But anyway, he hit me up and he's like, I'm in for this Metroplex too. And I was like, you might need to come by the house and give this puppy a shot before you go spending all your monies.
Yeah, man, that shit's $250 plus the shipping.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Anthony.
Anthony, don't listen to Bob. Just you do what you gotta do. Man. If you want to get that Metroplex, man, you be happy with that Metroplex. Even though you probably don't listen to the show.
I think he was gonna give it a shot. Actually, shout out to Anthony. He didn't. I worked with him yesterday, and he didn't hook me up. You know what I mean? I got my eye on you, Anthony. But yeah, he's a cool dude. We actually did a little gym time together.
Is he one of your mopping buddies?
Yeah, we mop from time to time together.
Okay, that's cool.
Does he vape?
He does not. He's
just vaped, didn't you? You just took it.
I did. But you asked me a question. I was having a private moment. He's a good dude. I know his father too. Like I know the family, so
that's good. He should come by Skullfest, man. We meet him.
Actually, he is gonna.
All right, that's cool. I'm excited to meet him, man.
Yeah. Good dude.
Did you put any more thought in moving Skullfest before TFCon? So I can head up that Juggalo March and maybe stay the month.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Get out of jail.
But the weekend before TFCon is Baltimore. Just saying.
Oh, Baltimore Comic Con.
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't got that. I ain't got that 3 weeks in the fucking hood money.
You got 3 week money. Are you got a table there again, Bobby?
No, I let that one slip through my fingers. I know.
Oh man.
I need an assistant, man.
How are you going to pay for that cross country trip to TFCon this year?
I know. Somehow, some way.
You gotta have the TFCon booth money. Oh.
Yeah, my TFCon booth is paid for. It's been paid for since January, but that shit's covered. But
so you're just going to the con just to enjoy yourself?
Yeah. Pink is
That's
going,
good, man.
and Brink goes, and Marilyn Phillip goes. There's a lot of people that go.
Twan go. Go out with Twan.
To Baltimore?
Did he go to Baltimore Comic Con last year?
I saw him there once or twice.
It's 2 years ago, I think he went.
Okay. I've seen him there before. Shout out to Antoine.
Well, he may not. TFCon's next week. He may not go to that one.
Does Baltimore Charlie ever show up?
Or Baltimore Chuck?
Or Philly Chris?
No, I've never seen Philly Chris there. Philly Chris is welcome to come on down. I just saw Philly Chris at NJCC. He had T-shirts for his podcast already.
How about Chesapeake Chuck? Does he ever drive up?
I don't know Chesapeake.
I'm just making up fucking names.
I know.
No, seriously, is Baltimore Brandon going to TFCon this year?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him. Dude, I like Justin Catfish. I like that name. I like Catfish as a nickname. That's fucking hard. But
Catfish.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm sure. But no,
$6 of catfishing.
I haven't talked to Baltimore Brandon. I know Baltimore Brandon is going to TFCon, and he's coming to the Halloween party, and he's coming to Skullfest as well. So I think he's going to be at all. I don't know about Baltimore Comic Con though.
I forgot about the Halloween party. Shit, I could stay for 2 months.
Yeah.
I could wear my Juggalo March gear to the Halloween party.
So when this came, I just go back to Metroplex. So when this came out, I guess everybody that was trying to scalp them just went, "Oh."
Can we not talk about Metroplex?
I just want to know,
$20. I'm never going to get back.
Well, I mean, you heard, the dollar drop. Whenever this got announced, everybody's like, "Oh."
He's not much cheaper than what people are selling the Hasbro for. I mean, he's like the same. That people are selling the Hasbro for $250, and then with shipping, what was shipping on that Fort Max, Justin? Do you recall? Like $50, $60?
Oh, his burning out was like 70 something. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not gonna be any cheaper.
I almost paid the same amount for the figure as I did the shipping.
Yeah, I was gonna get the Tour World Constructor, and it's almost $100 just the shipping. He has it for like $400, and then it was like $100 to ship. Yeah.
Oh,
like,
fuck that.
Oh, fuck! I was like, I can just get it, here, hopefully, but I don't know. Oh well. What's next?
There was a dude selling a set in one of the groups for $350 of the loose ones.
Shit.
The only problem is one of the combiner ports was broken off, so it was like super G1 accurate. You couldn't connect the left arm.
Nice.
It was just like everybody's G1 Devastator with that little peg broken.
Which one was broken? I could have just bought another one.
He was selling the whole set.
Yeah, whole set for like $350.
That's not bad.
These $350 still a little high, man.
It might have been less than that, actually. It might have been less than that. It just seems like $350 was his price, but I kind of kept scrolling. I read some of the comments and kept scrolling. Because I was like, yeah, you could just buy another arm. I don't think the arms sold out. I think it was the legs that were hard to get.
What do you think's a fair price for all 6 of them, then?
All 6 of them with a broken combiner port?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. That's the thing.
Because
you could buy that one, couldn't you?
If you can find it.
Which one was broken? Do you remember, Greg?
Well, I don't know if it was the port. I can't remember if it was the port or the peg.
I know, but which one? Which on them? I mean,
the ancient old question.
The left arm, Bone Crusher.
Okay. I think you can find Bone Crusher.
But can you find a hook though? That's the question.
Matt said optimistically.
It had to have been Bone Crusher because they have notches. They don't have ports. They have notches, so it had to have been Bone Crusher.
Man, I'm anxious to hear an announcement from Takara or FT for a Devastator set, man, so I can get my bots.
Yeah.
Takara didn't they just have a show a week or two ago and nothing really got announced?
No new movie figs?
There was nothing. I mean, there was nothing new. I mean, no MPs or nothing that was announced.
Yeah, they've got something coming up later, I think.
I mean, I'm sure.
When's
Well, everybody and their fucking brother swears that there's a prototype for at least long haul. Huh. Like, apparently retailers have seen it and are sworn to secrecy.
I know. I hear that. I've heard that song played before as well, and I'm starting to make the Futurama meme face at that shit.
No, I hear you. I know, I hear you.
Well, like
I heard it from someone that's been pretty pretty reliable with that shit, and I think I'm starting to think that some of the stuff I've been hearing lately might just be like
man.
What's the word I'm looking for? Misinformation to see who's telling the secrets. So that's why I haven't been too vocal about it, but I am.
No, I was asking if I could make a long distance call, call.
You got that prepaid phone card with the Mexican flag on it down the corner. I know Greg remembers those.
Fuck yeah, I remember those. I've lived in the fucking South.
Go down there and look. Yeah, like, man, I only got 15 minutes, man. I'll go buy some more minutes, man. Fuck.
It's like $5 for three minutes.
Right, but they were behind the counter too. Right behind the counter.
I always had like a man and a woman like hugging and kissing on the card with like the sunset in the background.
No, all the ones I saw were just the Mexican flag and a sombrero.
Yeah, there's those too. They have like ones for all the countries.
Yeah.
They're repping for all the hoods.
Man.
Yeah, pretty soon though, man. When you start talking, we're gonna have to use third-party names to talk about Takara. They're always listening.
And they're always losing the fucking rights to it.
And they lose names a lot.
Yeah. Well, they were simple. I mean, back then, like back in the 80s, I mean, they were using simple names and simple, like descriptive terms that kids could remember, like blur and
their roster is ridiculous, you know, like
and whatnot.
The maintenance, the maintenance fees on just keeping those names is probably insane.
Well, and the laws have changed too, so like it's hard to keep a track, like re-up, but and Justin would know more. But I heard like some of the names like Springer or like not Springer, but like Blur, where it's like a common word.
Right.
Yeah, you can't really copyright a common word. That's why it's Autobot.
Yeah, Jazz was one of the ones that was subject to that.
Oh yeah.
Always stealing from the black man.
You think they lost the rights to the ball?
What's that?
The
You
mall?
think they could lose the right to the word ball? In 76. Then they had to change the Hall of Fame, all that shit out, man. Everything.
Nah.
They call it ball.
Yeah, that bitch. That's championship ball now.
Championship ball.
That's winter ball.
Shit, man, I keep forgetting about things I got. I got the Moss Toys.
Money bags.
Bumblebee. Well, they sent it to me. They're supposed to send me one of each. You know what I mean, for doing the artwork. But I haven't got the white.
Really?
I haven't got the white one yet. But it's just a little glass.
Did they send you the blue one from TF Nation?
They sent me no. Because I mean, I didn't have anything to do with that one. They said they were going to send me that one, but I was like, you don't need to send me that one. I don't know nothing about that. But
she looked pretty cool. She looked decent. I liked her.
Yeah, I got the Bumblebee and the Gold Bug, but so I got the two. They're little ass boxes, man. Shout out to Chris. I actually signed his box, so to speak.
You got signed my box too.
You know I'm up for that. Lisa's pretty girl.
It's only.
Hold on, let me go tell her that. She'll be like, "Oh my god, no, he didn't."
It's only 8:12. So if you guys want to restart the show with what'd you get?
It's fine.
It was surreal
fine.
to see, man. Like I'll be honest with you. When he passed me the box, I was like, God damn, this bitch is small as fuck. But
he said.
But it is cool. It is cool to see something that you did on something, you know. For real.
Are you gonna leave them in the box, or are you gonna take them out?
Yeah. I'm gonna leave them in the box, put them on display in the background as like a little trophy.
Have you messed with one?
No.
I haven't heard of that.
That's how you're getting around that shit. I
haven't heard.
Greg's funny, man. Greg's a funny dude.
That's how you're getting around that conflict of interest. You just want to open that motherfucker. Like, oh no, I couldn't defile this.
They sent me a blue one. They didn't send me a blue one. You know what I mean?
I got the white one and the black one and the red one. Yeah, whatever.
I mean, they look cool. Like people don't grasp the concept that they're not episode one, so to speak. Oh, did you hear apparently the Obi-Wan movie is a go?
Yeah, confirmed today.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they started filming the Bumblebee movie too. Just that's put in the same story.
They did.
I hope they get Ewan McGregor for that shit. If they don't, that's a huge oversight.
Well, he wants to do it, so there's no reason why.
He wants to do it, but they're weird. Disney's been very weird about how they approach prequel shit.
But I told you they started shooting the Bumblebee movie too.
They got to be like George Lucas and just go all in and just shove every fucking thing in there. Don't even give a fuck what it looks like. Just fucking.
Dude, George Lucas. I mean, that's the beauty of Clone Wars. Like that shit wasn't even making money, and he was like, "I don't care. I like it." Like each episode cost an insane amount of money. It's like the best looking animated TV show ever made. Because it cost a fucking shit ton of money to make, and like they're like, dude, we're not getting a return on it. He's like, but who cares? Look at all this billions.
Oh, Star Wars, what do you fucking want?
Yeah, it's Star Wars, man. That just deserves I think the fucking federal government should be paying that bill. Like that's a fucking national.
I think you should write Trump and see if they'll do that.
Yeah, I'll write Pence. I got a better chance of getting shit done with them.
If you want to see what it takes to do an animated show to Star Wars to make money, just compare the fucking visuals of Rebels to Clone Wars.
Yeah. I never finished Clone Wars.
Man, it's a bummer because like the good stuff is like in the last season and a half.
Yeah, I know. I need to pick it back up. I've got it to watch. I think they just escaped. They were taken captive by some folks. I'm only on the second season.
Yeah. There's a lot of freak of the week kind of episodes, but towards like season 4 it starts to get good, and then 5 and 6 are really good.
We found out we have 3 true crime television channels, so we've been stuck watching Forensic Files, and John Walsh has a new show. He's catching people again 5 days after the episode aired. Motherfuckers in jail, so we're watching that, and then Twin Peaks. We're trying to get through that, and then Kid just started a new show, Marin. There's that podcast that I have recently discovered and loved, The Dollop. One of those guys, they're comedians, but one of them was on the show on IFC. It was recently canceled, but he was on it. It ran for 5 years. So we started that. Ooh. It's got Dave Foley, so we'll throw back to high school watching Kids in the Hall.
And Justin, you finished The Keepers, didn't you?
Crush your head.
I did.
Crush.
Who do you think did it? Or do you think anybody did it? Or could you narrow it down past the 10 fucking suspects that the show points at?
Well, the thing I felt was most interesting about it was when they pointed out the 2 people who said that their uncles did it or whatever, 2 separate families.
Yes.
And I was like, what reason would you have to lie about those types of things and all that stuff? And I mean, it's not like it's a famous case that you're some high profile gonna make some kind of money on interviews type thing, but yeah, so I don't know. I feel I don't know. When I was watching it, they brought up the Skippy person. I'm like, has nobody stopped to consider that one of the uncles was this quote unquote Skippy guy, and the other one was himself, and they were all involved in it? I don't know. So
they need to get.
I don't think it was the boyfriend guy though, even though that seems to be what some people are trying to peg. So.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is either. But the 2 uncles, and then those fucking the 3 people that were in the apartment across the hall.
Yeah.
That shit is sketchy. And then, dude, what's up with Brother Bob? That dude's sketchy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and that's the thing. Brother Bob could be, he could be anybody though. Is he necessarily a priest? Who knows?
And this is based on a real case.
Yeah.
You know what
it's
they need to do?
Series, making.
They need to get damn Detective Joe Kenda on that shit. You know who Joe Kenda was? Yeah, he was a dude. He solved 5,000 murder cases in Colorado while chain smoking. That dude's a badass. It's a show. It's called I Am Homicide. It's on the ID. It's a Discovery, a crime channel, and he's just this fucking old he's this old retired detective, and he narrates stories while actors play young him, and he doesn't believe in scripts, so he just sits there and he's just fucking going off. He's just telling it off the top of his head, and he's so fucking cocky, and he just will say shit you never know you're gonna open that door, and I might be behind it. And in the reenactments, dude's always fucking smoking cigarettes.
You should come out to Baltimore, man. Be work for days. Leagues, Greg. We work for leagues.
Hey, I watched season 3 of Jersey Shore today.
Nice. Awkward.
transition.
So speaking of things that failed, we've got a couple of canceled Takara Legends re-releases that didn't make the cut. Now some did. Blur, Scourge, Wheelie, Windblade, RC, and Ultra Magnus are getting a re-release, but unfortunately, oddly enough, some of the weaker molds of the line, Jetfire, Megatron, Fortress Maximus, and Chrome Dome, are not getting a re-release.
Boo.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, Bobby, are you watching Defenders Friday?
I'm looking forward to it. Does it hit tomorrow?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
wow.
tonight. Yeah.
Did y'all see the new trailer for Thor with Doctor Strange in it?
Yeah, the Japanese trailer.
The Japanese trailer or Chinese trailer.
No, do you know what the title of that movie in Japan is? It's called Thor Battle Royale.
Nice.
That's so much better.
That sounds so much.
Is that when
cleaner.
Thor was in high school? They took them all out to an island. And they fight to the death.
Yes.
Yeah. And then he came back and there was he was in a band and the bands played against each other. It's a whole thing.
Like Back to the Future?
He did Sweden death metal.
Oh, I was picturing Bill and Ted. I was picturing Thor and fucking Hulk, doing a Wild Stallions.
Look like ZZ Top coming back.
Yeah. So DuckTales apparently started. I haven't watched that yet. Thor. Defender starts tomorrow. Something else starts the next week.
I got a bad feeling about Defenders, man. Am I the only one?
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out because I really like Daredevil and I really like Jessica Jones and I really liked Luke Cage, but what's his fucking face?
Iron Fist.
Yeah, but what's his name? What's the actor's name?
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, I can't remember his name. He's just going to be there in the middle,
Lucifer.
I really liked the first half of Luke Cage. I really thought that Jessica Jones could have trimmed off 4 episodes.
Yeah, but overall, it was still
trim her off.
Oh God, don't get me started. God damn.
Lips.
But the trailers just look like it's what is this?
Clusterfuck of just everything.
It just looks like a mess.
You know why I couldn't get into Jessica Jones? Because every time I see that girl, I'm like, hey, you're the one who died in Breaking Bad. And that's as far as I can go with her. I can't see Jessica Jones.
Do you see her lips?
Is that what you think every time you see? Well, okay, whatever.
That's all I know her from. So.
Oh, she's been in a lot of stuff. She's usually the mean bitch friend or something on the movies and stuff. Just like Jessica Jones, really. But
yeah. Hold on 1 second. Let me do some sleuthing.
Oh, we got a statue. Fuck yeah.
Let me do some sleuthing. I can't remember.
Oh, another movie statue? Imagine that.
I just remembered her last name's Ritter, and I was like, is that John Ritter's kid? But it's not. That would have been pretty cool.
That would have been cool, but no.
Dude, I had a long conversation about episode 3 this week because I just watched it, and dude, there's so many quotables in that bitch, man. I love I've been waiting a long time for this moment, my little green friend.
Does he sound so slow like that? It sounds like goddamn.
Dude, the worst one, the one that's way over the top is, the Force is strong with you. And his bottom lip curls up.
Man, he went to the bathroom and looked in the mirror and just did that scene yes.
There was a meme I saw. It was 2 panels. It was Luke and Obi-Wan in Obi-Wan's little shack, and then the next one was Obi-Wan he kind of laughed and he had his head thrown back a little bit and his eyes closed. And the first panel said, "How did my father die?" And then the next one's he was really bad at playing The Floor is Lava.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that shit had me. I actually laughed at that one.
Yeah, there's a lot of he has a lot of fucking great lines in that movie, man. The Emperor, it's classic.
Yeah, he got his money worth in that movie.
Yeah. I mean, I saw him do an interview once where he was like, well, I've had 30 years to prepare for it, so if I fail, it's really on me.
Yeah. Man,
Sure.
I love that celebration shit. Like all those interviews and stuff they did. Like that was solid. That was a good 3 days of internet. What'd you call it? Yeah, what'd you say, FOMO?
Yeah.
Solid 3 days of FOMO.
Massive FOMO.
I'd like to go, but man, I know I'd get in that fucking crowd and just like start getting fucking. And shit would start getting to my. And then it's Sunday. Imagine how that place probably smelled.
You touched Philly with a lot of people too, though. Hey.
The venues are so big though, man. Where it's like
I know,
there's plenty of room for the funk to get around, like get ventilated.
That shit looked like a fucking Pearl Jam concert, fucking circa 1991. Like there's motherfuckers everywhere.
Lollapalooza.
It's a fucking circle pit going on.
Fucking jamming out to John Williams.
Who doesn't?
John
Denver.
Bobby didn't.
I'm guilty.
Too soon, Matt. Too soon. Bobby,
Where the fuck is my episode 8 trailer, man? Where the fuck is that shit?
It's coming, and it's gonna be glorious. They should just drop it and not say shit. Like it should be just in front of a random movie.
Put it out like nobody knows.
In the theater.
Yeah, I've seen the last one, or the last movie I went and saw, the Dark Tower, and it showed that last episode or the trailer. I looked at Lisa. I'm like, man, they need to show another trailer for real because I'm getting bored of this one.
Yeah, I had time to process Dark Tower. Like I don't think it was terrible.
I liked it.
Yeah, I think I still stay at a 5 or a 6. I think I'm still. It wasn't terrible, but
it's forgettable. You know, it's something you watch and you'll be like, it was good, but it's something like a year from I'll be like, I don't remember watching that, but it was all right.
Yeah, but Stephen King movies typically aren't all that great. I mean, honestly.
Agreed.
And adaptations, and I don't know how it's going to be either. I'm going to go see that shit by myself. Be peeping at it through my fucking closed fingers. I think I'm 5. Kit won't go. Kit will not go. She hates horror movies and she hates clowns. She wouldn't even go see Apes with me because she doesn't like apes. She saw King Kong, but she wouldn't go see. I guess one giant ape's all right, but a bunch of little ones.
Bobby. Little notch on the wall, like, oh, she don't like apes. Something wrong.
I was gonna say something though. Oh yeah, we got a list of stuff shit to buy from Star Wars. So those little fucking those new little creatures. That's one. And there's little nurse things. Yeah, if they make a stuffed one of those, we're gonna buy one of those.
Call them forks.
Porgs.
Oh.
Ancient.
I hear Luke zaps some motherfuckers with an electrocution stick. I
thought that got debunked.
I don't know. I don't know. It could have been. Justin, what do you think about porgs?
I'm not sure if I'm familiar, to be honest.
They're like these little digital penguins that are going to be in The Last Jedi.
I didn't see it, no.
The island that they film Octo on is like inhabited by these little penguins naturally. Or I don't think are they penguins or puffins?
They're neither. They're digital.
Well, no, they are actual animals, and they had to get around it, so they turned them. So, like, they did the scenes, and they couldn't get rid of them, so they went over them digitally and made them into these creatures. So those are actual. They're just hiding. Like, those are black boxes, basically hiding these animals because they couldn't. I mean, what are you fucking gonna do? Get rid of them?
Dude, I told you guys, man. There's a fuck ton of birds at the end of Force Awakens. I was like, what the fuck?
That shit was. Oh, that shot where they panned over it reminded me of Jurassic Park a little bit. Yeah, I was kind of expecting to hear the music.
Yeah, dun, 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 dun. And they had a Lord of the Rings swag too.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I don't really remember a lot of Lord of the Rings. I watched the first one in the theater, and then I caught the second one. Like, we downloaded that shit on the internet, and this was like dial-up. Man, this was back. Like,
yeah, so it took you 2 weeks.
Yeah, so no, we watched it like 5 minutes at a time. We were fucking.
Hold on, we gotta download the rest. Hold on.
We were bored as fuck, and we were drunk, and we were stuck in our office downtown because it had snowed. We were in Asheville, and it snowed like 1/4 of an inch, so they shut all the bus lines down, and we were stuck there. So
that's south for you right there, buddy.
Yeah, so we in the mountains. It was just really funny. It was in the mountains, but not far enough for
in the mountains.
So yeah, we watched that shit 5 minutes at a time, and I don't think I saw the third one until I don't even remember. I saw that one like 10 years later, like after it came out.
I saw all 3 in the theater, but that second one was that was the one. Like, that was the one to see.
Just like TLK.
Yeah.
No.
Bumblebee movie.
Well, okay. What else we got? We got one more thing. We got statues.
Yeah, statues.
Another prime.
It's only
statue.
8:30. You guys want to stretch this out a little longer? Like we've probably.
No, we got questions too.
We've only
we
been
got
going
some
like an hour and 15 minutes.
We got some questions.
Fine. Yeah, but they're from very uninteresting people.
Damn.
No, I'm just kidding.
What he said, we do not all agree on.
The opinions
Right now.
expressed.
I think y'all are special.
Prime One Studios, The Last Night, Optimus Prime. Speaking of special things,
Ooh, there's a video. Ooh.
it looks as per usual. It looks good.
Yeah.
Have we seen this one before? Or is this a new one?
I don't. I can't keep track of the movie ones because I'm like, who cares?
This
Who
is
gives
the
a
final.
fuck?
Well, we finally have description and prices. So it's 35 inches tall.
Nice.
It has LEDs in the eyes and the base. It has two alternate portraits. I'm guessing that means faces. One
Holy
interchangeable
shit.
right arm. One interchangeable right arm. Oh, it holds the sword up or down. One interchangeable left hand fist. Sword of Judgment fitting on each arm. Whatever the fuck that is.
Sword of Judgment as he judges the humans before slaughtering them.
Vector shield fitting on the back and the left arm. Interchangeable left hand blade. That's the exclusive version. So we got pricing. The retail price is it's not bad. It's only $1,849. The exclusive version is $1,899, and then there's a
$50 on that. You know,
edition size. I don't know what that means, but that's $888.
That's just a waste of.
Oh, that's how many they're making. So they're making 888 of the regular, and then 500 of the exclusive. So who's picking this one up?
Justin?
Yeah, I'm all over this one. No.
Time to throw that responsibility aside and chase your dreams.
I forgot which dream of mine revolved around that. So,
who needs a family when you got a house full of 3-foot tall statues?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, these things are big. Right after you told me how big they were, I saw a video of them with like people like taking pictures behind them. I'm like, Jesus Christ. I figured they're like a foot tall, maybe 14, 15 inches. These motherfuckers are 3 feet fucking tall. Like, where would you even put those?
Yeah, that's the problem with a lot of that 1/4 scale shit, man. Is like it's just so fucking like real estate expensive.
JKW should get this one.
I think he said he's done. Like he said he got that 1/4 scale. Yeah, like he said he got that. Well, first of all, he doesn't buy statues of Transformers. He wants all his Transformers to transform. But he got that 1/4 scale Darkness. He got the 1/4 scale Witchblade. He has the 1/4 scale Magdalena pre-ordered.
That man got a Witchblade.
And then because like he wants that whole top cow like square, I guess. And then he wants the Angelus, but there's no official word yet on the Angelus, and he wants all 4, so that's stressful. And then he says once he gets the Angelus, he's done. Like it's too expensive.
That Darkness had a lot going on.
That Darkness is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it looked. I mean, it just. Yeah, God.
That's a cool fucking character. For anybody out there that doesn't know, look up Top Cow the Darkness. It's a cool character. It's as if Superman and Captain America are as good can get, like Darkness is as bad as good can get.
I thought that was Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy.
Darkness is.
Charlie Murphy.
Hey, shout out to Charlie Murphy, man.
Yeah.
Fucking 2016.
No,
that's spiteful year.
I'm pumping up my fist right now. 2016.
Good news. I may be getting those NECA Turtles. My new office is bigger than my old one.
Thank God.
Oh, Greg's moving to the corner office.
All right.
My boss gave me his display shelf because he got a cabinet for his sideshows.
Aww.
So
you're gonna spin around slow in your swirly chair that overlooks Dublin.
Do you have a window?
I do. This is such a weird building. Like you go down, so my window is like a foot off the ground, but you go down like 4 steps to get to and then you go down an additional 3. So we're kind of under the building. Dude, that shit's fucking weird. no one has been in there in like a year and a half, and there's like spider webs. And then we found that biohazard lab in the back. That shit was creepy as fuck. And we were like, we'll take it. So
Are you gonna get like a bear rug or a tiger rug or anything?
yeah, I'm gonna put a little bit more love into this one than I did my current one. My current one's really utilitarian, just the basics, you know. But I think I'm gonna put a little bit more love into this office.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be all new with new paint and carpet and shit. So
That's good. You get carpet, man. That's good.
yeah, so I might up my my quarter scale NECA game because I really want that Daredevil and I really want that Doctor Strange. So
You could do floor time.
Justin, I'm surprised you haven't jumped on a set of Turtles.
I
mean, I know you got your custom jobs and they're beautiful. I'm with you. I get it. But I'm surprised you haven't jumped on one of these other ones, like the movie ones, or
Yeah, you know, like the problem with like the movie ones, they're just too big for what I want out of a turtle collection. And I don't know. I enjoyed the movie Turtles, but I don't know if I necessarily need collectibles of the movie Turtles. So I don't know. I thought about
find
getting
that interesting.
I thought about getting the original comic book versions just because I think they're pretty cool. But yeah, they're great figures too. Yeah, I mean, like my heart is always with the cartoon, and I've struggled a lot with the not picking up the SH Figure Arts ones. Like, I feel like if I do, it's a big rabbit hole that I'm going down. You know, like it's like as soon as SH Figure Arts like, well, we're making this, I'm like, okay, I need that. Like, and we're making this, I'm like, okay, I need that one too.
I got a feeling that they're not going to do anything else.
Yeah, I don't know. So
you don't think they're gonna do that Shredder?
I mean, I got a feeling that we might see the Shredder, but like we didn't get one more reveal this year, not one.
Yeah.
Why the fuck can't anybody make a goddamn Splinter?
Well, to be fair,
or a Splinter.
Be fair, they cranked those other ones out because I mean, all they had to do was fucking repaint them and change the mouth.
Yeah, no, I get it, but it's just like, man, like what the fuck, dude? Like, I can't get a SH Figure Arts Splinter. I can't get a NECA Splinter. I can't get a NECA comic book Splinter. Splinter's like the bastard child of Ninja Turtles.
Now,
Sky Warp.
Justin, imagine the scenario at the RX-6 household. You call Domino's, right? And you give them a fucked up address. And when they finally find you, they come to your stoop, and you've got quarter scale NECA Michelangelo with quarter scale Donnie chilling in the background, and you short them with the money in the hand, shorting them $3.
I have one question about this scenario, Greg. Is this during one of the Adele Justin meetings where they're talking about how they're going to exit the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, is it next week?
Man, I was listening to that podcast that I'm fond of, and they were doing the Domino's story, and then they went on about the founder, and I didn't realize that guy went off the fucking rails and sold Domino's and started giving all his money to like extreme Catholic organizations. And I didn't know that.
Speaking of Domino's, you know what's a weird thing?
Domino.
I'm sure Greg remembers. Justin, you probably remember also, but like
the Noid video game. Yeah.
So Turtles had the VHS tape had an advertisement before the movie, and it was for Pizza Hut. And then Pizza Hut was the one promoting the Turtles film, and then in the Turtles film, they order fucking Domino's.
That's funny.
Yeah, there was.
Oh, it's Pizza Hut.
There was a reason for that. Yeah, because the VHS came with a coupon.
Right.
I think initially it was Domino's, and then for whatever reason, it got pulled, and then Pizza Hut took over.
Domino.
Yeah, because there was a coupon in the VHS for $1 off a personal pan pizza.
Yeah.
You got big balls,
man, look, Pizza Hut does some bullshit with that personal shit. Like, give me a fucking deal on some real shit. Like, anybody can. I can look through my couch.
Bobby, you were 6. You were 6. Appreciate that shit.
I worked at Pizza Hut for 3 years.
You read a book, you get a personal pan. I'm like, what the fuck?
Come on, Mac.
Well, how much does a fucking kid
Give me a
need?
medium. Come
How
on.
big of a pizza does a kid need?
Man, I was crushing pizza as a kid.
Got your Michelangelo mask on, eating your personal pan pizza.
Dude, I have a picture of myself in this Michelangelo outfit I made for myself. And I'm almost, like, truth be told, I'm not a little kid. You know what I mean? I'm probably like 10. I'm a little too old to be doing this shit. And like I like took like white paper and like colored it in orange and like put it around like my eyes and elbows and shit. And I had like 2 nunchucks and I'm standing there like a fucking idiot with just shorts on.
I'm gonna need you to make that the back drop this week.
You know what? I might. If I can find a picture,
need that.
I will. That's
I need Robert Dion. Need him to make a little scene or something.
I'm gonna look and see if I can find the picture right now. I'm gonna save it, and then I'll put it up tomorrow.
I don't know where the picture is, and I hope it doesn't exist. My sister probably has it, but there's a picture of me in like first or second grade. Had to have been first grade because I was He-Man. I was Skeletor in kindergarten, and my buddy was He-Man. So first grade, and I'm Donatello, and I had a shell and everything, and I had a unscrewed mop handle, and that was my
staff.
That was my staff.
Dude, that's what we should do. We should all find an old picture of us like dressed up as something, or open up toys, and we should post them on Shardouts.
We gotta hurry up though.
I don't have a way to get any of those unless my sister has something.
Well, just a couple. I mean, if you can't, but if you can, I think I got my mom moved in with me and she brought a bunch of old pictures, so I know I can go through and find something. That
Maybe we'll try to do it 4 weeks in a row, and if I can find this picture, I'll do it tomorrow.
I do have a picture of me somewhere on my phone. It's me at 2 years old. I'm in a high chair and I'm doing the black girl, the what, with a hand out like that meme. Yeah, I'm doing that shit to somebody. Because somebody said something stupid, and I'm like, what?
No.
I do have to say this, though. I was in a Michelangelo suit that I made myself. It was homemade. But if I were you, I wouldn't trust me because I do have a mask on.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Well, you don't know if it's you or not.
I heard it's because you had a molten hot pizza accident.
You got some hot cheese on your face.
I do have an update to that situation. Hold on one second. I was actually looking at it earlier when you guys were actually talking about Transformers. I have an update. Hold on. I need to get back to it. Breaking news. Thank you. Open, damn it, open. All right, there it goes. I said, okay, so what I said was actually it's because of an agreement he signed as his big boy job, so he turned it into a gimmick instead of just doing static hands on camera videos like every other YouTuber. And the guy responded, the stupid guy said, oh, well, that makes sense then. It's still dumb, though. in saying
he just told you.
Hold on. In saying that, I do think he's a decent reviewer, but definitely not feeling his shtick, nor some of his elitist biases. I'd definitely not say I wonder what BSF thinks, ever. If I want a shtick reviewer, I'd go with Few all day. I don't even give a shit what he's reviewing most of the time. The dude's entertaining. I do agree that if I watch a Few video, like if I'm in the mood, I don't care what he's reviewing either. I just like to see him out like an idiot.
Yeah, I mean, he's like he's entertaining. Like that's his shit. Like he's entertaining as fuck.
Yeah, I don't go to Few for, informational value. I go for it because it's fun to watch. That's all.
Right.
So then the next guy says, oh, so he's a city councilman and he just can't show his face on the interwebs?
Yes, exactly.
And
that's exactly what it is.
This next guy was like, I don't think that's trashing you. I don't see how we could trash you.
A lot of people think that that we think that we're elitist or something. I don't understand that.
What's funny about that shit, man, is people say that shit, but like we're the first people to invite people to come over to us at cons. We're the first people to like ask people to come over and have a drink with us. We're the first people to ask people to get involved. We're like, you know what I mean? It's just, people have an impression and they don't know.
Hold on now. I got a couple more things to read. Okay. So the guy I didn't think was talking about you, he actually was. He said, so I guess we've once again come to the conclusion that there are different strokes for different folks. Neat, smiley, winky face. And then the guy said, no, he didn't review it on his own merit. He reviewed it with Apache in his mind. And then the guy said, oh, I was referring to the guy making multiple posts over and over about why he doesn't like Bobby's mask.
But I mean, I've heard that. I don't understand. I mean, like I said, we reach out to people. And I never have said, no, you can't talk to me or something. Or I'm open to everybody, Whoever wants to talk, I'm here.
What's funny, man, is I
don't understand that elitist thing.
I was reviewing it more so with Alan in mind. What else?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to have Apache in mind when
when you haven't
not
fucked
out.
with it. Yeah.
I always go and review my toys on what may or may not come out.
Well, I think this is going to be out in 20 years, but I'm going to talk about it anyways, okay? While I'm reviewing this guy.
I mean, when I did the Masterpiece Hot Rod review, I was clearly like, I just love what Fans Toys did with the shoulders, and the transformation was so much simpler than this.
Man, if only Fans Toys would have thought of this shit, it would be so much better.
Dude, I found the picture. I'm going to upload it to the Shadowcast page right now and just confuse people for 12 hours.
All right, while you're doing that, so this guy says, I think the mask is lame, but whatever.
You're lame.
And then someone says, it's a gimmick like it's skits and stories. He's a guy trying to have some fun while reviewing toys. There's no harm in that.
See, that guy gets it.
Hold on. Goddamn. You're as bad as Rob. And then someone quoted it and was like, yeah, it's not hateful.
Nice.
So that's what's going on in that thread right now. That's the end of it.
I like being like Rob.
Dude, I just uploaded the picture. It's fucking stupid as fuck.
No, don't be so hard on yourself.
I wish I had some of the old pictures and stuff I had. Like, somewhere out there, I think there's still the picture of me with that sad-ass, like, Cop Tour GoBots costume from, like, the 80s.
Oh, with the just the mask and had the rubber band?
Yeah,
it
strap? It had the mask with the rubber strap, and then it had, like, that, like, art classroom smock thing that they all came with, like, wasn't really a costume. Yeah.
Kind of like you had like a trash bag for.
Exactly.
I was He-Man.
As a kid, I was trash bag copter. So.
Oh, and at the end of the night, you were so hot.
TBC.
Where did you post the picture, Bobby?
To the Shadowcast backdrop.
Oh man, you got on that shit. The people are gonna know who you are now.
I'm so fast, dude.
Oh yeah.
I remember at the end of the night, man. I was like, that shit would stick to you. You were so sweating so bad because it'd be sticking to them. In the South, I don't know about the North, but man, I think I was He-Man one year.
I would die for that picture.
Can I share this picture on that TFW thread?
I think Jetfire. I think I was Jetfire one year, maybe too.
I'm not kidding.
No, I don't care.
What did you color that shit with crayons? Jesus
I think it was a Crayola marker.
Hold on, I gotta see this now.
Damn. Well, are you a ghost, baby? You're like blending into those fucking curtains.
My dad
was
a big fan of like different shades of beige.
No, but you're literally blending into shit. You're like a warrior spirit. I can see the background behind you. I can see shadows through you.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god.
That's Nick's there, Mac.
Don't be getting too excited.
That little nipple machine.
Let me see if I can find that picture.
Hobby nipple machine.
We got questions?
Yeah.
Bobby, you're gonna read the question? Yeah, okay, good.
Sure.
I want to find that picture of me.
So, MP Collector, who I forgot to call back today, says, do you feel enough confidence in the staying power of any of these third-party transformer companies that you would be willing to invest your own money in them if given the opportunity? If yes, which companies or companies would you invest in? I guess for the purposes of this question, try to ignore the fact that none of these third parties is an actual company that would be capable of issuing a legally binding stock certificate. Another way to look at the question would be which, if any, of the third-party companies currently making Transformers today is likely to be making high-quality products that collectors have a high demand for several years from now. I'd love to hear from all the SCU guys on this one. I definitely wouldn't invest in any of them because I live fucking check to check like a motherfucker. I think I get paid in
pesos,
ruples,
3 hours. And let me tell you, see how much money I have in my account right now.
Is it all gone?
Let me see how much money I have in my account. Okay, so not a terrible week. My available balance is $43.58.
Fuck yeah, man! You going to Sizzler?
Your big house with all your money. Expensive plastic.
Exactly.
Money time.
In terms of staying power, like if I was to guess 5 years from now, like where would third party be if it was that sort of a question? But seriously, thinking which companies are going to be
He just reworded the 5-year thing, man. That's all he did.
It would be Fans Toys, MMC. Almost
Don't
slipped
say
up.
Make Toys.
But I can't say it with confidence. Yikes! That I might say Iron Factory might make it through.
Yeah.
And maybe the DX9 Unique Toys conglomerate, and maybe KFC. That would be my selection.
I think KFC, because they own their own factory. I think they'll.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
They got to make combs and stuff and everything, so they can fund their other stuff. I would say Bullfire before and after. I think they're gonna be around for another couple of years. Yeah.
Fans.
I would think Fans Hobby. I think they're doing pretty good.
They're new though. It's too soon to tell.
It's true, but
I'll say so far so good.
Fans Hobby.
Fans Hobby.
You know people hate that, right, Bobby? People hate when you say that.
Of course. They're supposed to.
Well, they're supposed to hate Robert D. I think is the first one that did it.
No,
they need to hate him.
I was the first one that did it.
Oh,
was that you?
It was Robert and I talking. It was after the show one night, and we were talking about like we should make a way of saying it that's so obnoxious that people that hate it will hate it, and people that love it will see that it's worth hating and enjoy it. And that's where it came from.
Robert D's the right consultant on that job.
Robert D did start the.
Yeah,
that's his. But that shit is funny too. But that's the thing. Like of course you're supposed to hate it. It's fucking obnoxious. But that's what makes it funny.
Dude, how many times am I gonna say that on the fucking panel? God dang, the third party panel.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to start throwing up disclaimers because you're really clogging up the boards with your bullshit, Bobby.
Dude, that was the first time. I gotta say this was the first time this weekend. Fucking Robert and Hung were both doing the fucking what reviewer do you watch? And of course, nobody in the fucking room watches my reviews. And then they try to get motherfuckers to hate me by saying the one guy I refuse to watch, etc. etc. But this one dude, shout out to him, man. I forget his name. I don't even know if he introduced himself, but he was like, they were naming reviewers if they liked, and they're naming all the reviewers that and then all of a sudden my man just said, and he was quiet little dude over in the corner. He just said, "I love Bobby Skullface. Fans Toys."
And he scurried off too, like, God damn, was that a rat?
That shit was so fucking funny, man.
That's good shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't find that fucking picture. Just to get it out of the way, I would not invest in a single third-party company.
Takara. I'd invest in Takara. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know who the fucking people behind it are to invest in it.
Who do you think has the staying power?
I think KFC does.
I don't know. No, I actually had this discussion with somebody the other day. If everyone imploded, I think Fans Toys, I think KFC, like Keith's conglomeration, and I think MMC would put up with they'd fight the good fight, but I wish I could say they would have won.
Right.
Just like Shawshank Redemption. Like Andy Dufresne. Yeah, I think they'd end up getting fucked in the butt though. But I think Fans Toy. I don't know. Like we don't know a lot of that. Like we know who owns factories. We know Keith has a factory. We know Make Toys like is produced at a factory. But like we don't know anything about Fans Toys.
Yeah, they don't have a factory. TFC has one.
I forgot about TFC. TFC will always be there.
Unique Toys has one. KFC, TFC, Unique Toys, Make Toys, and there is a fifth one. I just can't remember it. There's 5 of them that have it.
I don't know. What does Justin think?
Well, with respect to the question, I wouldn't invest either. There's companies that are not toy companies that I don't invest in either, and I think they do more than toy companies. But the staying power, definitely I think the Fans Toys has it. Sometimes I think MMC has it, but then other times, like, just the sheer amount of repaints that they're willing to do, I'm not so sure about it.
I hear you.
I hear you. Especially when they end up putting the repaints first. Like, that shit bothers the hell out of me. Yeah, so I don't know necessarily. X-Transbot / KFC, obviously, because they have their own factory, and I don't think TFC is going anywhere either, from my understanding of their company.
Right.
And outside of that, like, I don't know. I feel like the rest of them could just, at any point in time, a bad release could kill them. So.
Planet X might be around if they can keep doing the video game stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like their buzz is fading a little bit too. You know, like the longer the shit goes on, the less and less people kind of care about those video games.
So let me ask about, y'all talk about NNC about the repaints and everything. Do y'all not think that when a repaint comes out that it changes the character? Like, does it do enough to change it for the character? What they do?
Go ahead, Justin.
To me, it makes sense. It makes sense if it makes sense for the character, for me. Like, if you're repainting it to shoehorn it in, like, I think it's just as bad as when Hasbro does it. Like, I can't stand that Chrome Dome and Getaway outside of the little tiny head are exactly the same figure. Like, that drives me up the wall. So, just like I don't want to see MMC making
Obsidian
Roadbuster. Yeah, Obsidian World is a perfect example. Like, they clearly made it for Obsidian, and that's fine. But to actually, like, turn Whirl into something he wasn't and everything, I don't know, it's weird. Or did they make it? Does Whirl look like that in the comics now?
No, that's, like, old design.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know which direction they went to, but, like, to shoehorn two characters into that mold, I hate that. Like, I really hate that without extensive retooling on something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty much right there with you. Like, it's that trying to kill two birds with one stone instead of just trying to really fucking execute one bird and then see if you can knock the other one out.
Right. And, like, if you can take a mold and you can retool it, like, that's fine. Like, It's fine with me if you can do that. But, like, it's when it's a straight repaint and very minor retooling, like, it's just a waste of everybody's time. It's, like, it's insulting, honestly. Like, okay, yeah. I'm supposed to see this as, all these different characters. So, I don't know.
I agree.
Yeah, Time Returns and Combined Wars try to do that. And
yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think they're super notorious of it. I mean, every single figure in a damn line was essentially the same figure. Like cars, airplanes, everything. They were all the same. They all transformed pretty much the same. Like, ridiculous.
I still love them.
It's fine. I mean, and there's nothing saying you don't have to, but
no,
like it's just, to me, like,
you don't run my life.
I just well, I hope not.
But I understand what you're saying. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying. Yes.
There's nothing saying he doesn't have to like them, but there's plenty of things saying he shouldn't.
That's true. But to me, I think a little retooling, like I just did the Nautica from the box set, and she different color, you can it's Blur from Time Return and everything, but it does have the wings on everything. But I think it changes the whole character, and I like it. I think that does enough for me. But for love, yeah, some people don't say that, and that's cool. I like it.
I think.
Oh, good.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I was just gonna say, when it comes to retools and repaints, like, I am okay with, and I've used this term before, it's just the only thing I can think of to describe it, like legacy repaints. Like, I expect 3 Seekers and 3 Coneheads.
Of course.
I expect Outback to be Brawn.
Right.
I expect things. I expect like the usuals.
Yep.
But like when you start making fucking Blur and Air Raid, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know they didn't make Blur Air Raid, but I was just trying to think of an example. Like, that's when it gets. When you make Cyclonus, into fucking Death's Head and Lockdown, and you're making pretty much anything MMC's put out recently, like, that just is like, ugh. Kills me.
I agree.
It kills me. It hurts my heart.
So, this next question is long. Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, I didn't put that one in there yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to hack that one up.
All right, I'm gonna read that one because that was an email one, and it'll get lost in the sauce. But all right, we'll do this one first from Sam. I don't know what Sam says.
I put it in the chat, so I copied it. So
all right, I'll do it next.
Well, if we, I'm sorry, not to interrupt. If we do it, we have to put the pictures of the penises.
Right.
Okay.
Hey guys, listened to the last show and heard the comment about the 80s nostalgia versus 90s nostalgia. I grew up in the 90s, born in 89. There are a ton of properties which I still hold near and dear, and so do many in my age group. For me, I grew up with Power Rangers, Tail End and Ninja Turtles, Batman the Animated Series, Dragon Ball Z, Street Fighter, and Mortal Kombat, to name a few. Because of this, many people my age and myself go nuts for high-end figures of these properties, and there are many. People went nuts when pictures of the Chojoken Megazord got released. I see what my nephews have been into, and it makes me think the next gen will be fine. Good versus evil, whether cartoons or live action, is alive and well. Again, not a question, just a little insight. All right. Well, Sam. This is a question segment, Sam. So we'll talk to you later.
God damn, man.
No. I mean, I hear him. I think that Pokemon has staying power. I think that Power Rangers has staying power. I think Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, I agree, but they weren't really aimed at you. They were aimed at us. They were teenage properties for teenagers. You were a bit young, and that's awesome that you were into it, but you weren't really the age demographic for most of that shit. You weren't the age demographic for Power Rangers. You weren't the age demographic for Ninja Turtles. You weren't the age demographic for Street Fighter. You weren't the age demographic for Mortal Kombat. Dragon Ball Z, yes, absolutely. What was the other one? Did he mention Pokemon? I've already deleted it.
Pokemon, gotta catch up.
I've actually got a question for Sam on this one.
Batman the Animated Series is actually real quick. Batman the Animated Series is also not aimed at you because that started after '89 Batman, so that was aimed at us as well. So like I agree with you, and those are also things into. But it's still, with the exception of Dragon Ball Z, it doesn't really go against what we've been saying.
Basically, what Bobby's saying is, who the fuck do you think you are, Sam?
Man.
No,
he just said kiss his ass.
I also will throw out. I think Dragon Ball Z is. I mean, like, kind of what came over for a while was kind of kid-like, but like the actual, like the Japanese anime is a little bit more. There's a little bit more graphic stuff than the U.S. audience saw a lot of times.
Dragon Ball Z.
But I think that, like, of his age group, like kids that grew up.
Yeah, you know, I mean, because it was on kind of the similar time schedules, you know, like those weekend time schedules, and you saw the same 3 sagas for like 7 years here.
You just stick to RID and Generation 2, man. That's what you need to stick with,
like,
Sam.
You know,
Saying.
He was 5, it would have been 94, 96, you know, 94, 95 rather. He would have been 5 or 6, and like it's really Dragon Ball Z, I guess. And you know, Pokemon didn't even come around for a couple more years. Pokemon obviously has staying power, but like I have kids. Like I have nieces and nephews as well, but I have kids. I live with them. They have friends over, the whole bit. Shout out to Pinkerton. My oldest is going over to Pinkerton's at like 2:00 tomorrow morning, and then spending the night. I'm like, yikes, nice work.
Pinkerton doesn't even have kids. Jeez, no.
Weird.
But like, the thing is that like a lot of those properties aren't around, and my kids aren't really into properties of their own age group at all. Like, they like shit that's been around forever. The My Little Ponies, the X-Men, Batman, the animated series.
Halloween.
Freddy vs. Jason.
I was just thinking about the stories of your middle with the knives. Like, I just think about Mike Myers.
Dude, he was fucking... I mean, I remember yelling at Jaina to get down when she was throwing them.
I like how she has an affinity for Ginrai.
Is
that the entertainment at Skullfest? The knot throwing?
No, she hasn't done it in a while. She's actually been a little sweet here recently.
Oh,
what?
She was sweet as fuck to me the when I met her the first time.
Yeah.
She kept trying to get me to pick her up and shit.
She has her moments.
I'm safe. I'm safe. I'm not gonna get murdered.
You're right. Yeah. You didn't make the list. But yeah, I know. Sam, I agree with you ultimately. I just think that most of the things that you were into, you were lucky enough to get into shit that wasn't necessarily aimed at your age.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah, I also feel like the 90s is kind of the cutoff for that, like, that old nostalgia. Like, I think it has drastically changed since the 90s. Like, I don't know, like Power Rangers is a perfect example. Like, everybody remembers the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but, like, what about all the other ones that came after. Like, there's been at least like 40 different shows now, and like I don't know if that nostalgia is there. Turtles, Turtles was the very the tail end of that nostalgia wave. Batman, he's still writing Batman from all the way back to the
38.
Yeah, exactly. So, I just don't know if necessarily that's true. Like, and the other thing I have is like outside of like those properties that are named, like I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that's very that's not like Pokemon, but other things. But like, is there high-end collectibles of it? Like, I don't know. Give me
like Rugrats.
Yeah, where's the Rugrats collectibles?
Yeah, I mean, like,
where's my high-end grown-up Tommy Pickles? So.
You know what my kids fuck with? Fucking Happy Feet. You think there's gonna be Happy Feet 1/4 scale statues in 10 years? Like, no.
There could be.
There could be, but I mean, I'm willing to take that Pepsi challenge.
What about Beavis and Butthead? Where's my high-end?
I mean, that shit didn't really stick, Truth be told.
Yeah, it was sad. It was sad when they tried to relaunch it and like it just went nowhere.
Yeah. Cause the best part.
Nobody has videos anymore.
That was the thing for me. Like the best part was when they talk shit about the music videos. Like
there's no videos anymore.
I mean, I definitely enjoyed the cartoons, but I agree. The best part definitely was the actual video part of it. So.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm just messing with you, Sam. Thanks for your.
Some things are left for
Sam,
dead.
I had a question for you, but everybody was talking, so I forgot it. So I apologize.
No, we all apologize for not letting Justin talk.
My question is, how you doing?
How you doing?
So this is from Esteban, who is a good dude. He said, "Thanks again for the hours of entertainment. We all know about Takara Masterpiece moments. It's one of the many reasons we buy official Transformers. What is your favorite moment that blew you away and has been a piece of engineering, ever gave you hope that a different character can finally be made? For example, when I first opened MP Megatron's legs, I thought, this is how they are going to make sure isn't a giant robot underneath Silverbolt's Concorde jet mode. They can just collapse the body to make it thinner." Love the show, Esteban. I'm an Esteban fan as well. So
Gloria Esteban?
Yes, dude. Well, I'm more into the Miami Sound Machine personally, but yeah, I mean she's fine too.
Come on, baby, shake that conga, make it longer.
I think that, dude, one of my favorite things still to this day is Bumblebee's hood sliding up inside his chest.
Sliding up to
Bobby, I'm sorry, I spaced out for a second and went back to go read the question, and you are a killer on the question.
He's on it, man. He's on it. Like, get that shit out of here.
There it is.
Just want to read
that shit out of here.
I like to check things off the list, Justin.
I'll say Inferno's ladder is a good moment in Masterpiece history. Disappearing.
Yes, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Aww.
Oh.
I just asked my sister if she had that picture of me because she's the one that shared it, and she just said, "I have a couple of things that I need to send you from Mama's house, and one is a Transformer." So nice. I'm about to kick my G1 collection off again.
Yay!
I can answer this question. So I agree with the Inferno ladder. I think that's a fantastic masterpiece moment. For a non-actual masterpiece, I mean, it should be. The first time I saw the way Fans Toys like hid away the dino legs in the legs, I was like, there we go. That's like that masterpiece moment there. And to go even back further, like, I think the first actual masterpiece that I think had a masterpiece moment is Grimlock. Like, the way the tail kind of all did its little thing. Like, I thought that was real cool, too. And before that, I can't really think of anything that was quite as interesting.
Yeah.
Did Soundwave have a MP moment? Like the transformation?
I don't know. I almost feel like it was more so with Laserbeak than Soundwave.
Yeah, I feel that's true too.
I'm trying to think. Can't think. I don't know if Ironhide had anything. I mean, his transformation is pretty cool. I mean, all of them had their own little thing. Except for the Seekers, they were kind of weird. But yeah, I love Inferno's thing. That was pretty cool. Grapple and what they did, all that stuff. Grapple.
Like the spring-loaded backpack on Wheeljack. Like, there's a lot of really great shit that they've done.
We're talking just official, right?
Yeah, you can say third party too. But
I think he's asking specifically about those quote unquote, masterpiece moments.
Right.
For me,
from Takara.
For me, if we can say third party, that part where Constructor combined in a Devastator, that shit was a masterpiece moment for sure. If we're just doing Takara, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead. I was just curious. I was thinking about my answer. We've done this before, though. I don't want to say the same thing over.
Tracks.
But I mean, we've had
Tracks
some...
backpack, man. Say Tracks.
We've had some more, We've had some more since they came out.
That ladder is a good example. That's probably the most recent example of those masterpiece moments.
Yeah, somebody on the X-Transbots Dante thread, that's still a thing, said Takara's trying to live off that ladder in the chest. Or no, they said they're trying to eat off that ladder in the chest. Like, that's how they're paying for their fucking meals.
And X-Transbots is like, well, we've decided to eat off this Cosmos instead. So
no, they're still putting it out. They're waiting for. They're just waiting
for the buzz to die
They know
down.
they know they missed the moment, so they're waiting until next year. They already have the molds and everything. Like, they already have the materials paid for. It's just a matter. They were just about to cast that shit, and then no one gave a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
They're holding out. Yeah, the ladder in the chest is definitely one. Yeah, the whole Megatron thing, man, like, just the way that folds up. Like, I know people were complaining and every which way from Sunday, like, trying to find something to complain about, but, like, just the way that whole fucking thing, like, goes from robot to gun is pretty impressive.
Another question? Parallax?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh,
said, hello, Shattercast crew, the crew that doesn't need an upgrade kit. How do you guys feel about a company tackling a Make Toys cross-dimension style action figure that didn't transform, but rather came in a G1 Prime robot mode with a built-in moving parts and add-on parts to give you an IDW Prime bot as well? Maybe even releasing a parts kit you can add on to give you a War Within Prime. Parallax, I love you, buddy. He said, P.S. Don't read if you think it'll embarrass him. Oh, he said, P.S. Don't read if you think it'll embarrass him or it's a stupid question. Deluxe, why did you lick your Iron Factory Thundercracker at the end of your review? Deluxe, just answer that question.
Somebody asked me in my comment for my the Ghost Starscream. Also, I was like, "Do you lick every one of your Transformers?" No, I mean, it's just a little funny thing, a little something. I don't really lick them. It looks like I do, but I don't. But the Ghost Starscream looks like a Jolly Rancher, so I got kind of hungry for a little bit. So
I wouldn't trust a man that licks his toys. You know what I mean?
Man, I can't believe you don't actually lick your fucking toys.
I don't know.
Really?
I'm sorry.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Hollywood Matt Baldwin.
I don't know.
You're like, fucking...
I'm too good for that. No,
Jesus
it's just some little something I throw in once in a while. If it looks good, it's like you just want to lick them.
Blockbuster Baldwin.
Hey, I gotta step away from the computer real quick and get my dog. I'll be right back.
All right.
As
as far as
question, yeah,
I'm up for action figures of Transformers, but like an action figure with a whole bunch of upgrade parts to make different interpretations of it doesn't really do it for me. I'd rather, truthfully speaking, Parallax, you ask a lot of questions that like we just aren't. A lot of the people on this show just aren't on the same page with. It doesn't make it a bad question, but I would rather buy a War Within Optimus action figure, an IDW Optimus action figure, and an Optimus Prime G1 action figure than buy one that had upgrade parts for all three.
Yeah.
If we're talking about somebody like Bandai, like a Solar Chijoken Optimus Prime, I'd rather buy three different ones.
For me, I'm just not interested in the action figure element, really. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. Personally, like I need my thing to transform. Yeah, it's just like Uncle Dolphin says, like I want my Transformers to transform. So,
well, to be honest, I really can't say that because I do have a couple, like the robot heroes and stuff, and I'll buy, but it's mainly Starscream. I don't buy a lot of other stuff that doesn't transform, but I do have a couple figures, that doesn't. But I don't go out. I don't, go out looking for them. If I see them at a show or something, I may pick them up, but I'm not. I want my stuff to transform too, just like Justin.
Right. So we got this. We got this one long question.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna read that real quick. Well, not real quick. It's gonna take forever, but I'm gonna read it regardless.
And I'm gonna do Bobby's job and erase that question. All right.
So
here you go.
Oh man, I gotta zoom in on this. My old man eyes. Hello.
You don't have to read all of it, do you?
Well, what's the question?
Just to the very end. There's like a little paragraph at the end. That's a question.
Oh, shit.
That's a long. It's a thesis. It's good stuff.
I'm gonna read the whole thing. He wrote it. He put a lot of work into it. I'm gonna read it.
Okay.
Hello. Before I start my long email, please forgive if it is a wall of text to you guys. I would like to say that you guys are one of my favorite Transformer podcasts out there.
But you are.
Although your podcast is more good.
No, just the way it's worded. It's like, I would like to say that you're one of my favorite podcasts out there, but you're not.
Yeah. I love when people say, like, you're one of my favorite podcasts. You know what that means? That means we're not your favorite.
I know, that's not good.
Yeah, like people dude, great review, Skullface. You're one of my top 2 reviewers. I'm like, what?
That means you're number 2. Ah.
Although your podcast is more adult themed than the other Transformers podcasts out there, you guys have intelligent debates regarding unofficial and official Transformer products. As someone who started to listen to your podcast a few months ago, I enjoy listening to the end of each of your podcasts because one of the hosts, be it Robert D., Greg for Mercy, or anyone else, will get into an interesting debate regarding Transformers. For instance, I found that discussion regarding the recent Transformers cartoons will not be as iconic as Generation 1 and Beast Wars because of various factors quite intriguing. I also loved how the conversation shifted into the IDW comics, where it was a hit due to James Roberts introducing new elements into the Transformers mythos, such as the ending the war between the Autobots and Decepticons and making Megatron an Autobot in the IDW continuity. I listened to your latest podcast where you guys joked about Hot Toys doing 1/6 figures of Foggy Nelson. Hot Toys. Greg was referring to him as Copperhead in the podcast, Diamondback, and even one of Prince. While Hot Toys is doing a 1/6 Netflix Daredevil figure, I guess Greg is going to get it. Greg is not going to get it. I'm sure there are custom figures of Foggy Nelson and Diamondback, as there is a prolific third-party 1/6 scene out there. Heck, my man said heck to Shattered Cast.
Wait,
heck.
Are you a snack?
I have seen Notorious B.I.G. That's awesome. And Prince. I also checked the Freaks forum and saw an interest trade for a Cottonmouth. Before I go on,
goddamn figure arts Wu-Tang figures.
Yeah, how about that shit? I apologize if you guys are already aware of the custom and third-party 1/6 scene, as Bobby Skullface collects 1/6 figures. If not, please read on. As someone who collects 1/6 scale figures, I also go to the Sideshow Freaks forum. I recommend Bobby Skullface to check it out. The Freaks message board is basically the 1/6 message board version of TFW 2005 forums, as the majority of the third-party chatter can be found on both message boards. To be fair, sir, I don't do message boards as a general. I just find it to be excessive.
Can I ask a counter question for the comments? Do the people on the 1/6 scale message boards have more female interaction than TFW, or is it right about the same?
I'm gonna say slightly more.
Okay. Well, they're probably they're artists, so you know.
Sure. That said, companies that make unofficial and official figures also browse the Freaks forum to show off their wares, to get ideas. I almost said waves. To get ideas, what to make, etc. Unlike the TFW5 forum, there's an active custom and interest section. The interest section is a section where the topic poster, who most likely got a sculptor from the boards to produce the cast, parts, and resin to get interest for the custom heads, parts, clothes, or accessories to be made in 1/6 form as a means to cut down on the price. The parts tend to be pricey since they are unpainted heads can cost around $70, with a painted head costing around $200. Don't get me started on clothing. All those tend to cost as much as custom 1/1 suit. However, if the character has normal clothing, it may be easy to get the clothes on eBay as opposed to getting them custom made. While it is expensive, the finished product can rival that of Hot Toys.
All right, Bobby, before you start this next paragraph, when we get to the paragraph after this, I need to add an addendum. Just to let you know. So once you get to the word off, stop, because I want to add to this.
Speaking of Hot Toys, there are a lot of bootleg heads of Hot Toys heads on eBay for around $20 to $30 a pop. If you guys don't mind bootlegs, this might be handy to make a 1/6 scale figure under $100. While the paint may not be as good as an official Hot Toys head, it isn't that bad at all. Right?
No, the next paragraph when you get to the end of this one. That's
when you get to the end of the next one. Okay.
Yeah, you're the obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why customs are very popular on 1/6 message boards is because of how easy it is to get figure bodies, heads, and certain clothing on eBay. I'm sorry, that was all one sentence. I think Robert D will get a kick out of this, but some companies, such as Worldbox, so to speak, are now making their male bodies anatomically accurate.
All right.
That said, they decided to push the realism further by giving their nude male dolls penis.
Oh, shit.
Dude, that sentence is funny as shit to me.
Wait,
let me say this again. That said, they decided to push the realism further by giving their nude male dolls penis. Not a penis, but just the general penis.
The next sentence, I don't know. I think the next sentence might beat that one.
Not just any type of penises, but small ones.
Hey, shout out to Justin Christian, Justin Lennett, everyone else that's listening. My man said small peener.
Penises.
Small.
Not just any picture.
Swoosh.
Or penis.
Swoosh,
But
not
small.
swoosh.
It was hilarious when images of their first nude bodies set resembling actor John Bernthal from Season 2 of The Walking Dead first surfaced online. That said, I believe the image speaks for itself, but I am pretty certain why the 1/6 Shane action figure is pissed off.
All right, so my man...
Whoosh.
So my man included 2 pictures of examples here. One is it looks photoshopped, but I don't know what it is. And it's literally, as if we didn't get the impression. It's a 1/6 scale naked man figure with a flaccid penis. And
my man's dick is small as fuck.
Shane from The Walking Dead's face posted over it. And then he posted another one of a big boy. But what gets me is he said, I think Robert D will get a kick out of this.
Hey, Greg, post these in the SEU chat, and I'll make sure that they're in on this part of the recording.
Oh, okay.
At least on YouTube, so little YouTube.
Exclusive?
Actually, no, it'll go through iTunes if you get it.
Okay.
Never mind. Everybody will see it.
I just saved them. I'll send them over to you in just a second.
Yeah, I can't save them on my phone. I did screen cap, so yeah, if you can do.
So he says, eventually the news media caught wind of this as Worldbox did a third-party figure of Mark Hunt, an MMA fighter. Now, maybe in conclusion, maybe Robert D can make a custom of a naked Star Wars character of Bobby's face. Robert D can get a 1/6 Hot Toys Red Skull head on an eBay and paint it white with one of these bodies. LOL. As for my question to you guys, if any of the Transformers third-party companies started to do licensed transforming robot figures, much like how the 1/6 unlicensed military companies like Hot Toys and Soldier Story started to make licensed 1/6 scale figures, would any of you buy them, even if any of you have or are not fans of the licensed property? To clarify, thank you for the clarification, because that sentence fucked me up. If Fans Toys started to do licensed masterpiece-style action figures of the Power Ranger Megazords, would you collect them? Sincerely, Crimson Striker. Crimson Striker, first of all, thank you for your very in-depth, I think that is easily the longest and most in-depth email we've ever received. Thank you for the time, energy, and effort it took to do that. To answer your question, maybe Voltron, but that would be it.
I would do Voltron.
I would do a Voltron as well. I would also probably do. I would venture into some other super robots if they were reasonably priced. Like if Fans Toys did them for like $150 versus $5,000.
Right.
Also, I want to thank you for your visual aids, and I want to say a hearty fuck you. For ruining both The Walking Dead and The Punisher upcoming Netflix series for me. Because that's all I'm going to think about. But, yeah, whoosh.
Whoosh.
Justin just sent the big-eyed emoji.
I forwarded this to Kit. I had to. I was like, this is what I'm doing right now. I forwarded the pictures to her.
Yeah, that's a little painter. That looks like me.
Wow.
Justin's emoji is fucking cracking me up.
I'll do one better. Let's make it a bigger.
Oh man.
Don't make it too big.
Man, let's Photoshop Matt's face on that second one.
Yeah,
I'm sure we can do something with this shit.
I'm the fat one on the crew. I would not buy Power Rangers because Power Rangers.
Photoshop your face on the other one.
It's
gonna be a T-shirt either way.
I would do some like Voltron, like you said. I would do that. That'd be pretty cool.
I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's enough decent like things like Voltron out there. I don't know. The thing is, you would have to compete with like the Soul of Chogokin stuff. You know that's out there for all these various things, and right. There is a Power Rangers Soul of Chogokin, as it was pointed out, and it's fine and all, but like to me, you know, like I wasn't willing to pay the price on it. It just wasn't worth that much to me. Even though I do have like a small nostalgia for at least like the first season. You know,
I did hear that was kind of shitty. Just to interject, I heard it was kind of weak.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah, but I mean, like even then, like I still don't necessarily want to pay that much for
yeah, definitely
a Power
Rangers
weak thing.
Don't bring that weak shit in.
Exactly. So I don't know. That's just my theory on it. Like I think it'd be kind of cool, but I can't think of too many franchises outside of Transformers that I would honestly want to buy some toys for like that.
Because I'm thinking he's talking about mech stuff, right? Like that's the impression I'm getting. And like I know there's a large pocket of Transformer fans that are like kind of mech fans in general, but that's not really me. Like I'm not a mech fan. Like I can look at a mech and say that looks cool, but I have no fanfare for it.
Right.
You know, so like just because it's a mech and 1/6 scale doesn't do anything for me. I mean, I'm still trying to chase down these fucking Hot Toys, and they're fucking killing me. Just to, you know, like, I have an exit strategy for that shit, and I can't wait to get to it. But I feel like a lot of my collections are coming to an end. As a side note. But,
bullshit.
I'm telling you.
Keep saying that. You'll find something else.
I mean, I'm sure I'll find something else, but like there's some shit that's getting ready to just be done.
Apes.
Apes are done.
Yay.
Unless they make a bad ape, I'm getting him.
Man, I would get a bad ape NECA figure.
Fuck yeah.
With the jacket and all?
No.
He's got to have that jacket, though.
Oh, so, yes, he got an optional ski mask.
And the bug eyes, too. Like, boo.
So, I do have some texts from Robert this week that are pretty good.
What?
I'm going to read them to you. It's been a busy week for me, so I haven't been able to kind of really dive in. But just keep in mind, he did buy that NECA 1/4 scale Robin for me. So he says, it was a pleasure to smell your swamp ass today at NJCC. You know, when 300 sweaty asses mist together in a closed space, one can really experience the community united. Hey, make sure you give Hung a glass of milk before he leaves.
I don't get that.
Hung is a man of smaller stature.
He needs to grow a little bit. Okay.
And then, so I didn't respond to any of that because I was driving back from fucking New Jersey. And he said, damn, son, you complain that I don't text in kablamo. Not even a LOL. And I said, sorry, man, just got home. And he said, why so late? You itching to check out that Robin package? And I said, the show ended at 5:30, a 3-hour drive back, plus pack up and rainstorm. And he said, you must be very tired. And I said, I am. And he said, good night, sweet prince. May angels guide you to your dreams. And may your swamp ass be cured. So, Sunday morning at 9:43 a.m., he was bright and bushy-tailed and said, how about how empty it got after 1-ish? The guy got on the microphone to tell everyone he thinks there was a misunderstanding, and the show runs until 5. For those not there, like, so this was their, I don't know what the issue was, but, like, the show was pretty much dead from 3 p.m. to close. Like, it after lunch, it died down heavy. But this was their first 2-day show, so I wish them the best. So then I said, ha ha ha. And then he sent me a picture of the picture that I sent Greg of Swindle. And he put these little yellow ovals on it. And I said, what? And he said, you don't see it? And then he didn't say anything. And then Monday at 5:02 p.m., he said, worlds are colliding. A friend of mine asked me if I ever bought stuff from Bobby Skullface. I told him, don't buy the dick covers because them shits be tiny, son. He says he can't imagine you using a phone because you don't look human. He calls you Bobby Skullboy. He is mad that I told you. He thinks you're going to get him through his air vent.
What?
It was like some dude that he knows, like some personal friend of his, and he just like asked for hands. Oh. Then he sent me a picture of the MMC Hot Rod that is of the new Lost Light deco, and it's a meme that says, got 6 blasters on his forearms, asshole brings a bow with no arrows.
Oh, yeah, I saw that shit. That shit was funny as fuck.
Asshole brings a bow with no arrows.
And then he sent me another one where it's the MMC Rodimus and the SXS Rodimus side by side, except Lenny's head is photoshopped onto the MMC Rodimus, and Robert D's head has been photoshopped onto the SXS Rodimus.
Yeah, it's a surprise look, too.
So then he said, you like that. And then all of a sudden, with no further explanation, 3 hours later, he says, you like that NECA Robin, don't you? And I said, I've decided it's your responsibility to get me a Batman. And then he sends me, I was waiting for this, he sends me a picture of the Adam West Batman that he bought off eBay for me. And I said, I was fucking with you. And he said, and I doubled down on my fuckery. And I said, thank you, wasn't necessary. He said, it was a good deal because the box is not mint. Next up, a 1/1 scale Death Star. And then today at 1:06 p.m., he texts me and says, this is text to speech, so please feel free to take offense at the lack of punctuation and suck my balls. And then there's a period. He said, the punctuation you see at the end of the word balls was intentionally inserted by virtue of the fact that I said the word quote unquote period. Anyway, while on vacation, this is a lesson for Bobby. Bobby, no tip face. I paid for a double shot of Jameson and gave a $5 tip to the bartender. My next double shot of Jameson came for free. I accidentally knocked it over, and I told the bartender, and she poured me another free double shot of Jameson. Then I ordered a Long Island iced tea, and she handed that to me for free. I then had to insist that she ring me up for the Long Island iced tea so that I could tip. So she did so. And I over-tipped again. And then with my order came a free cheeseburger. Lesson learned, I should certainly hope so. And I said back to him, well, a bartender is an example of an appropriate person to tip. And he said, yeah. And then he said, yeah, right. And then another text message, right. And then he said, what article of clothing do people pee in regardless of age or situation? Come on, man. No response. Put your dick away for a minute. I said, I give up. He said, bathing suits. I said, all that fuss for that. And he said, but it's true. In your house, do you insist that any chair that moves forward and back is called a tilting chair? And that was it. Because I don't say rocker for ankle tilts going up sideways. Oh, Lord.
Guess who called this? Somebody called Bobby on Sunday morning to make sure he had a good show, and he didn't even go.
I did go.
No, Sunday you didn't go. I called you.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. You did call me. You called me Sunday. And you're like, good luck on your show, and I was like, I did fine yesterday.
How'd you call him?
Goodbye.
I heard you were afraid of phones.
Yeah.
No. I called Robert too. That's what makes see if he was gonna go, but he didn't go either. So.
You didn't call me to make sure I got all that NJCC update news.
I don't know if you would answer my phone call, Greg.
Oh, what the fuck ever.
I'm kind of sketchy sometimes to call Bobby now because, I did do him wrong. And sometimes I feel like but I do love listening to his intro to his phone. So that's a good thing.
As a heads up
it
to our listeners, we are now officially out of questions. So please send your questions.
Yes, please. I'll make an announcement on.
I forwarded that email to Kit because I just wanted her to read it to know why I was laughing so much. And then I forwarded the pictures again just to make sure she saw them. And she's responding with hedgehog pictures. So
why does it look like a little hedgehog?
Shout out, you broke my wife.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, I think I freaked.
Shout out to TKO also.
Yeah, shout out to TK. I listened to their second episode, 2 guys, 1 cup, or something like that. I'm supposed to call internet personality Justin L. and give him my thoughts.
Oh, really?
Oh, he asked you for a review?
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't ask.
No, he just wanted to know what I thought of it and stuff. And I mean, I get that. I remember when we first started, and I was like, getting people that had no interest in Transformers to listen, so I could be like, "What'd you think? Pretty good, huh? Pretty good."
He hasn't asked me not one time what I think of the show.
I don't know. He didn't ask me either.
Now, that's crazy because that's like fucking TKO is like the Greg Goonie squad.
That's like the fucking dregs of fucking. I misheard you. Yeah. Yeah, no. No, I moved on. I moved up to the upper echelon. I only have the finest. I have the Imperial Guards now.
I got you.
Shrimp friendship. Anyways, friendship.
Yeah, and I have the Imperial Guards in Jar Jar, so I saw that.
Are we done? Are we going?
Yeah, we're done. Real quick before we get out of here, we do have some exciting news to share soon, but we're not quite ready to share it. I can tell you that our plan is definitely to share it with prior to TFCon, and we'll let that be that.
It might have something to do with hot pants.
Might have something to do with hot pants.
And booty shorts.
We're trying to basically. I'll just go ahead and say it. We're trying to capitalize on the hot chick fan base. We're kind of dumping all of our stock into them right now. So we'll be back. We'll be back with the what did Robert call them? The stinky fatties. We'll be back with the stinky fatties in a couple months.
We love some sticky fatties.
Right now, we're trying to capitalize on the hot pants.
Is that why we only ordered 4X? Sure. Oh, never mind.
That should be a good discussion for future, like hot chicks in the community, hot wives in the community.
Hey, speaking of, we still have all those smalls. So if anybody wants in on that Hill Hasbro shirt, I still got 4 smalls and 1 medium, and an extra large.
We can always sew them together, and make a big.
And if you're over 250, just frame them and put them on your wall.
Or eat more, or eat less. One of the
Greg
two.
will sign it. He'll sign it. And
that's not fat shaming, because you can only fat shame if you're ashamed of being fat.
Oh, I could frame them motherfuckers like a jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Sell them like that. That's an idea.
Hey, real quick, as a side note, I am exactly 0.6 pounds away from being the lowest weight I have ever been in my adult life. That's a fact.
Congrats.
Oh, I got one too. I apparently am not fat enough for bariatric surgery, even though bariatric surgery was recommended because my weight gain is medically related. So there's that. My insurance company won't pay for it.
There you go.
Because I'm not fat enough, and I'm not close enough to death. They won't pay for my surgery, even though my doctor's.
Are we still recording, or are we still recording?
No, we're recording. We're good.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. You can throw. I don't give a fuck if that's on there. I'm not.
Well, I just learned. I learned today that I'm just still fat.
Okay. Matt, you gotta get back on the grind, Mac.
I know. I want to lose 20 pounds before TFCon.
I need you to stay around. I need you to stick around.
Yeah, he didn't say that shit to me, Matt. So that's some special.
I want to try at least lose 20 pounds before I leave for TFCon, so I can be all right.
I can't have you sitting down in a music video.
Matt, have you ever heard of shake and bake methamphetamine? Super simple.
Exactly.
You can get everything you need at Ace Hardware, and
I get the road, man. It's called meth.
I'll send you an email.
I'm on the pizza and ice cream diet. I just eat all the pizza and ice cream I want, and then I just throw it up in the toilet. So.
Oh, there you go. That's safe, man.
It's some skit. Somebody was just telling me about it. Somebody was just telling me about it recently. It's like some old skit.
I'm not innocent. I might have that second half of the box of chicken nuggets tonight. So.
Nice.
I start school next weekend, so next week, so I only be able to do Monday and Wednesdays.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah, so you're gonna be missing me. I don't know. We usually record on Wednesdays anyway, so
we usually record on Tuesday or Wednesday.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna stop the recording.
Good night, folks.
The party
Courthouse Network, ROC, Edges Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerve Rage Radio, 8 Weeks.
And my personal favorite, the well-established Gentleman's Show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and...
Shut the fuck